Welcome, racers. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. We are, again, in the McLaren 720S GT3. And now we're at what looks like a very foggy Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, also known as Mosports. Tonight's going to be fun. We've been chasing a couple back-end networking challenges that I think we have resolved, and everything's going to be good. Shouldn't have any problems for the live stream tonight. We'll give a quick shout-out to Decipher Technologies. They were on the phone immediately, giving us support, getting everything ironed out. I think we have some weird tech things, but everything's fine. We should be good to go tonight. Should be awesome. So yeah. So Angelo was with us back last week.
I'm back.
He's back, and our first foray into playing with the setup was at a very, very, very soaking, torrentially wet Fuji, which is not a great place. Well, not a great place, but not a place you get a feel for the handling of the car. You're trying to soften it up and get it compliant as much as we possibly can. It was good for that. I think we got comfortable. I think it was a little bit just ultimately the pace was down to me getting faster and more comfortable in the rain, but I think we're good. But tonight, we're at a proper track. We do have a 28% chance of rain interfering with what we have going on tonight, so fingers crossed it stays mostly dry. In the running I've been doing so far, we started with the default iRacing high downforce setup. I want to start out with that tonight, and we tried a couple different things so far that we'll dig into. But I think this car is honestly really quick. I think
Greg,
I was with...
Why did you default to high downforce setup?
We want to talk about why we're on high downforce?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll pull out a bit later here while I get to that.
All right.
All right, so...
Compared to Fuji, where we just were.
Yeah, so... Mosport. You guys can see the track map there, going through the inside of turn 1 right now. Turns 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8 are all in 4th gear, 8 being actually in 5th gear. So we're all, I don't know how fast we're going. I'm going out and I'm at 110 miles an hour. Our cornering speeds are, for most of our corners here on track, are like 110 to 120 miles an hour. Those are downforce corners. There's not, I mean, there is the back straightaway, for sure, where we don't want any more drag than necessary. But the entire first half of the track heavily relies on getting as much downforce on the car as possible, giving us more grip. Mid corners. Awesome. Honestly, it feels really good. The default high downforce setup, iRacing has a lot of rake in the car, so you're making a lot of downforce in the body of the car. You make a lot of downforce underneath, a lot of rear wing. And it's fairly stiff so that the platform's under control, and it's fairly low, so we're making really good downforce on the floor of the car. So I think from all my driving earlier today, the only tuning we had left to do was just in kind of tuning the aerodynamic balance. So good. How is the balance? Yeah. That's good. You can go home, get out of school, get out of jail free card. Yeah. But honestly, the car does feel really good out of the box, and I felt this. I think, see, that's a mistake I'm going to make. Tonight, I'm going to carry too much speed into turn 2. That's like the number one thing I've done in practice.
Well, let's talk about that. So
yeah.
Sometimes try to remind Greg, or Garrett will try to remind Greg about, hey, turn 2, whoa it up, don't get overzealous. Because
yeah,
lack of concentration can happen all the time.
What's tough about turn 2 specifically here, I'll talk about it when we get there this next time. But in just getting to it, turn 2, you have to brake before you see the corner. Like, you're looking at a blind hill and you don't see what's on the other side, so you have to brake in anticipation. And it's very natural to wait until you see the corner to want to brake for it. And if you wait until you see it, it's too late.
And then you're off the grass.
Yeah, and there's no convenient brake markers that, brake at this signboard, and you just do that every time, and you kind of have that to work off of. You're kind of braking by feel. And that just makes it challenging. Or that's what I'm having a hard time with. Not making excuses, I'm just explaining. Yeah.
Yoda, you've got to use the force and figure out where you're at, what relative speed you're.
Use the sports.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining, Bell.
He's saying Yoda, and I thought he was ready to say YOLO. Like,
YOLO?
just send it too.
Yeah. So like right here, for instance, you have to brake before you kind of see the corner.
Yeah.
It's only a light brake, but you can't get away without doing it.
Yeah. 5th gear to 4th at 120 some odd miles an hour.
Yeah, just light braking.
Coming
You'll notice.
can't see.
Yeah, the braking from 1, 2, and 3 is really only like less than 50% available brake pressure all the way through. And then 5 is the first and only really big and serious braking zone, and it's not even your traditional threshold braking. Because you're trying to gather it up at an angle. So,
And uphill.
yeah. Anyways, we're
Great
back with our usual gang of gents back there. Got Garrett Heising spotting and crew chiefing for me tonight, as always. Got Angela Lazar from Allen's Suspension helping me out with the race engineering setup, and TJ from More Podiums is back tonight with Stream Sport. Daphne is supporting from home. She's not in the building tonight, but she is there as ever. So,
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in tonight.
yeah.
Back a couple of days, week.
2 weeks. Going on
Reacclimated after a little vacation, a tour around the country. Very good. Very good. Glad to have you back.
3. Thank you. Wyoming and the lower 48 still doing good.
All right. Good. Put some miles on the van. I love it.
Got to take it in for its 10,000 mile Mercedes-Benz Service A already.
Love it. Very new service. So setup-wise, I think iRacing's got this pretty decent. You know.
It feels nicely balanced everywhere. There's nothing having to complain about right now.
Greg and I did get a chance to do a wicked setup and start running through things. We had a little IT glitch, worked on that, and we're just literally getting back into what we do. Staring at the screen, staring at the steering wheel, and start talking. He gave me a little bit of debrief, but now I'm just trying to break down what this car is doing for him and what we can find a little more of. So
I will say, compared to the Ferrari, it needs less brake than almost
I thought
everything.
Look who it is. Mike Raz.
There he is.
Wait for
Raz
the
back on there. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As people might know, Raz is a Chicane Club member. And funny that his name is Raz because he does like to razz people.
Yeah, that's his MO.
Good guy. Good fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's up there working his way through iRacing.
Yeah.
This would be good to put some laps in do there.
Yeah, he jumped into the deep end. I think there might have been aero loose after this, behind this Audi.
Yeah.
He jumped to the deep end doing his first IMSA race last week at Fuji in the torrentially wet, and his goal was just to survive, and he did do that. So that was awesome for him. So hopefully this one stays dry, and it should be easier for him than Fuji was last week.
The 2 wheels off on the outside of the curbing of turn 5. Looks like it was no track limits there. Let's explore it. Next lap.
I was doing that a little earlier. I'll try it again. It seems to really unsettle the car. It's very bumpy if you get too wide beyond the curve.
Okay, copy that.
I want to see what this thing does in the draft here too. Oh, I don't feel it at all.
I didn't notice anything yet. Don't hit him. Not
That's
yet,
what happened
anyway.
to me at Spa last night. The gentleman behind me let me know by pushing my rear that it was put it on the gas a little bit sooner.
Good move on.
Yeah, he moved me right on into the wall. Meatball.
A little bit more room on turn 2 outside to use. Open up your arcs.
On the entry?
Yeah.
Good
The Audi had a little bit of room. Not saying it's right, but let's explore.
Oh, you're letting me through, aren't you?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
I would say he was.
P car behind.
Hard left. Back on.
He wants to race you. You got to
Right,
keep
just
going.
Yeah, going behind you.
Yeah. The multi-class element's going to definitely be tough here too. Because the prototype's making so much more downforce, the difference in cornering speed is going to be significant through 1, 2, 3, and 4 between us and them. So like they're going to be flat out in some of those places where we're going to be right on the limit, and if they just they underestimate how much space we need to make our speed, or just underestimate the timing or whatever it is, it could get ugly. So that cuts both ways. It could help us if it takes out someone else near us, and it could hurt us if it involves us directly. So that's the fun part.
Oh yeah. through a couple of things. We'll see what we got.
I feel like everything's very. You have to be very ginger with everything here. There's no big, hard brake applications until you get to turn 5. And you're trying to just carry as much speed all the way to the outside here.
Yep. There you
Yeah.
go.
If you get past that red and white curbing, it's really bumpy.
But I didn't see a counter steer or anything like that.
Right.
So
That time it worked pretty well.
it didn't lose grip.
I'm gonna try doing it every time. Yeah.
We're
Pointed in the right direction, it shouldn't be too bad. And then 8 here is very light drag, just to get the nose to come back.
Yeah. Which seems
But I
to
would
be
like
pretty
a-
good about this car.
Yeah. I'm still playing between 2nd and 3rd on the final corner.
Get right.
So
Open up the
3rd is. Yeah.
open up, and get to your right. There you go.
Oh, off
Nice
track.
turning late.
Yeah. I was
So
committed.
So turn 1 was off track there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I committed on the exit.
That was a minor infraction. I didn't think that was off track.
I
But
will
yet we-
say, okay. I was gonna say that I do feel we were talking about this a little bit beforehand. I do feel a little bit of an arrow push in a couple places where I would love just a little bit more front end.
Okay.
And I think the way we can do that is just in my opinion, if we can move the center of pressure forward, like for anyone who doesn't center of pressure, what that means is really if you were to take the total net downforce in the car and solidify it or average it out to a single point, kind of like the idea of a center of gravity. If we could just shift that forward so there's more relative balance on the front of the car than the rear, that'll make it a little bit more pointy for me. And I think the way we accomplish that, Angelo, very easily is
Rear
taking,
front brake.
taking
Yep.
front wing out of it.
Yeah. Max out the front ride height as far as minimal or anything like that.
I'll come into the lane and I'll show you this time what we got.
Probably that.
I'm finding more time every time I go here.
Definitely open up your arcs a little bit. You're a little bit smoother. It's paying off.
Yep.
Turn 5 outside curbing, turn in late.
Yep.
But don't go off in turn 1. I love how you drivers memorize some of this stuff. Yeah, as long as you're opening the wheel, the car's not unsettled. So make sure you're unwinding that wheel, sliding up over that curb.
I don't know that I can use much more because in order to use it, I'd have to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yep,
So,
copy that.
but I'll come to pit lane and we'll get a look at the setup here. I'm turning it flat and braking, like as I'm coming down to apex there, which is just wild.
Monster. Love it. Pit lane speed.
Oh, speeding?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just a little yellow flick. See?
technically I was, but it's not going to flag me for it. So,
Not surprising.
Yeah,
Got away with
it's
that one.
a short brake zone. So coming in
Yeah.
hot, you got to turn and then you got like 20 feet to stop straight.
Garrett, no, the other thing I want to talk about, cool, while we're talking about it, is that we built out a simple Google Sheet that is going to evolve over time. We'll share with everyone in the description of this afterwards. But it's pretty simple. You put in your maximum fuel capacity, the race distance, the consumption of fuel per rate. We like working in, or I prefer working in metric for that. So we do everything in liters. Your average lap times, you do all that, and it'll give you all your metrics in terms of how much fuel you need to add, when you can take fuel, how many tires you're going to add. It kind of does all that simple math for you. Garrett, I guessed at what the consumption was earlier today at 2.2. Do you want to know what it is?
Yes.
2.21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice guess.
So that was a
Guess.
total
Alright.
guess.
Not a bad guess.
Yeah,
I
not a
think
bad
we
guess.
can give that to him. I think we can give that to him.
Yeah, Nelson, I really
Formula
like
One.
this place. It's really good flow.
Yeah.
I think it's really fun. I like it in the dry. I'm excited to actually race on it. Last season, for anyone who has watched, we did a very torrentially wet race here with the Ferrari, and it was just about not dying until Greg talked about Rain-X and then drove the car off the track at turn 5. But, you know, it is what it is.
Rain-X.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I will say this. iRacing did do a great job on the gray matter that kicked up in front of you that you can't see anything. You know,
yeah.
there's a couple of situations where, you know, other cars passing you, what have you, faster cars, and the minute they tucked in, gone.
Yeah.
Like zero depth perception, zero visibility.
That's
Which I love
very
because that's
real,
how I
yeah.
learned how to racing, you know.
Yeah.
I like the spreadsheet. I'm overlooking Garrett's shoulder a little bit.
There's no crazy mad
No,
scientist stuff.
no.
It's simple addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. What if we really want to get into, and I could spend a 4-hour video just explaining how this. So that's all based on static numbers
Yeah.
and kind of averages, and it doesn't change throughout. My actual workbook that I developed as an engineer in real teams, you can continuously enter the fuel level, the fuel burn on the car,
Yep.
and it can kind of long-term predict and go very long-term. You project out. You can see exactly how much fuel you're going to have 3 hours from now based on your averages. So that's used
I was
more
thinking
for
about resurrecting the
changing things. That's a
whiz wheel.
huge. What do you mean?
Uh,
Like
airline,
abacus?
no, airline pilots. So jet fighter pilots and everything else, if you look at their thigh, there's, you know, the joke is there's a whiz wheel. There is a rotational calculator, and it's everything from fuel burn to, you know, hours of flight time and everything else.
Mhm.
I because there's been times where we're in the tower and somebody throws out a number and says, "Hey, what do you think?" You're like, "Whoa, hold on a second." Well, the whiz wheel is one of those things that you rotate, pick a number, rotate again, and you get your fuel burn, or you get how many hours you have left, or AKA, if we did the numbers to reconfigure the whiz wheel, we probably could do it for racing. So if anybody's smart on developing a whiz wheel, they should apply the two maths. It'd be really
It
cool.
could be done.
Yeah.
It definitely could be done if you. I don't want to call you old school, but Excel spreadsheets do that very, very well.
Yeah, but it's also fast.
It's true for rough numbers, yeah.
Yeah, it's just fast. It's
No.
remember, paper don't crash.
Yeah, the paper does not crash. That's very true.
TJ's in the IT department,
For
cloud-based stuff. And
for the for the one
God,
we
I hate
did,
the internet.
and with iRacing being as much more relatively predictable than real life racing is, we can kind of work off of averages. The only time it kind of gets a little muddy and you could make a little bit of time up is in the rain. And like if you have much lower consumption rates and much longer lap times, then you can burn a lot less than you think you would. But we're not the level of competition. I mean, I always want to find time wherever it is. But like we're talking like a couple seconds that could possibly be gained from shorting fuel in a pit stop. Like Fuji last week, we burned much less fuel than we thought we were going to, and the lap times were longer, so we needed less fuel to get to the end of the race. In theory, we could have taken a few seconds less of fuel. The next car ahead of me was like 15 seconds ahead. So would that have made a difference in the results for all the extra math? I mean, that's the engineer's job. And I'm talking from experience for what that is, but I don't know if it's necessary for just a simple sprint race with one single stop. And especially if it's dry, those numbers are not going to change very much. So that's not changeable. So
and the problem is always the variation. Oh, yellow came out 3 laps of yellow. Oh, yellow came out 17 laps of yellow. Oh, what
that's
the
the
heck?
hard part in real
Oh,
life. When you have yellows, that is where everything gets very complicated. Where now you're doing much slower lap times at a totally different fuel rate, and everyone else is trying to maximize what they're doing, and then they have the opportunities to pit under yellow. That's where strategy in real life becomes this huge mess.
That's where I love sprint race. One
Yeah.
tank load of gas, and just go.
Build up
That's
and go.
it. That's what I got.
And that's with iRacing not having yellows. The strategy actually becomes very one-dimensional. You go as long as you can on fuel, and then you pit. And you go as long as you can on fuel, we pit. And it's really the only strategy is, all right, we put the fast guy in for as long as he can go, and we put the slower guys in for as short as possible. And then when's the earliest you can take your last stop, take the fuel, put the minimum amount in, and go. That's what's nice is that for, if you're not a pro race engineer, there's not much to go wrong. You just kind of run your race. In real life, full course yellows, all that stuff, that becomes a 7-dimensional matrix that you have to start thinking. You have to play 4D chess, and the pieces are constantly moving. So it's fun. Anyway.
Well, the good thing is while you're talking, I was studying the setup. Everything looks really pretty darn good. One of the funny things about the McLaren that we're confused about is where they measure the ride height in the rear. Is it a true 1.2 inches of rake, or is it just the way the tub sits versus the
Yeah,
A
those
arms
numbers
versus
I
the
would.
roll centers? Yeah. So everything's
would
relative.
They're relative. Those
Yep.
numbers don't in reality mean anything all that much.
The biggest thing that I see is that the front and rear bars are just 5. I think we've got
From 1 to 8 on the
yeah,
front, and from 1 to 7 on the
yeah.
rear.
So I think we got a little bit of room if we wanted to try to play with that, as well as the wing. So
Okay.
the rate at which we turn in determines the yaw rate. So
I would like to try them independently. I do
Alright.
I do want to try them both. I think we have
Okay.
enough to try, but I want to try them one at a time. I don't want
Copy that.
to try them separately. You know, small little anecdote side note.
Rookie. No, just kidding. I love it
You,
because that's really it overcomplicates things to try and parse out just that change. You throw the kitchen sink at it, 7 changes. You're like, you don't learn anything.
yeah, I mean, if we were in the race, I would tell you let's chuck 1 click rear bar and 1 click out of the rear wing, and we could just
Yeah.
run with that, and I'd be comfortable with that, and we'll make
Yeah.
it out. But I want to
Yep.
learn
Exactly.
how each of them feel right now.
Exactly.
Side note that I want to
Before
tell
you
you.
hop into
Yeah.
a session, just go ahead and join the race lobby.
Okay, here I'll do that. Do you know? So I was listening to. I keep giving these guys free promotions, but I just really love their podcast. It's Not the Car. Great podcast on all podcast platforms. Check it
Yeah.
out. It's really cool. It's Jeff Brown, veteran race engineer, Ross Bentley, veteran race car driver and driver coach, and then Sam Smith, who's a veteran journalist, Motor Trend, has done all sorts of really cool things, club racer, put on a really good show just talking about stuff from the
Yeah.
technology of racing, the drivers in racing, the history of racing. It's all really cool. Anyway, they were talking about, I think I sent you the podcast this week, Angelo.
Oh yeah, I watched it. I listened to it.
I
Yeah.
think it was called Sex, Shocks, and Rock and Roll.
Yeah, I know nothing about it.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
I think what they were talking about is that who's the genius behind Multimatic?
So Jeff Ryan was the head of Penske Shocks, and they were talking about the third spring,
Mhm.
and that was the Penske third spring element that he had just mysteriously brought in that day, which
Yeah, that
spurred on the whole
Jeff may
podcast.
have
I don't
given him the
remember
idea.
the dynamics guy,
Mhm.
the Multimatic guy. I don't remember that part of the
I
conversation.
want to say it was Ron something. Anyways, the guy who's like the Adrian Newey behind Multimatic. So Multimatic, for those who don't know,
By the way,
uh,
he has a great podcast. You got to hear the one about the Multimatic guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got to hear his college story.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's
check
got
that
some good stuff. So go ahead. Sorry.
So Multimatic, for those who don't know, is based in Canada. They're a major shock damper manufacturer, and they're also a race car developer. So they've developed a lot of mostly Ford products over the years. So I know the Ford GTE car, the new GT3. What else has Multimatic done? I know that,
GT.
yeah, the
Yeah.
GT, the Mazda DPI car they were very heavily involved with. They've done some really high level car manufacturer stuff. Like they're a pretty serious operation, and they have I can't remember the name right now. I listened to the podcast this morning. Anyways, kind of the Adrian Newey type, genius prodigy, designer, business guy, kind of again, genius behind all of it. Jeff at one point was talking to him and asking him all these questions about damper settings and all these different clicks and everything like that. And he found out that there's 11 clicks of adjustment
That's what it
on
was.
the shocks. You know where this is going?
I remember now. Go ahead.
Um,
Because you can.
Why 11? And the answer is because you can. And what's the name of the movie that's escaping me right now that I need to know? Oh, we're in a
I'm not
wet
gonna-
race session. Look at this.
All right. Okay.
What is the name of what's that heavy metal mockumentary
I'm not good
from
with
the 90s?
movies.
Anyone?
Movies and actors and actress names, can't do it. Done.
This
I-
is someone point this out for me. I'm ruining the whole point of telling this story if I can't remember the name of the movie. It was the whole amplifier has not 10 settings, it's got 11 because it
Yep.
can go up to 11, and that's like literally exactly why the Multimatic shocks have 11 settings on them.
It's about
Spinal
wattage.
tap.
Thank
Spinal
you.
tap. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that was a terrible telling of
Nah,
a
it's
story.
all good.
So now it's a wet now we're in a wet session, so I have no ability to test what we were going to try,
That's great.
or we shouldn't.
Yeah.
So do we want to pull up our Fuji setup and go with that?
No, way too soft for here.
Okay.
Way too soft.
Even in the wet.
Yeah, we went marshmallow. We went the furthest. I was going to start building upon that.
Mhm.
We went the softest springs and highest ride height. Kind of goofed
Should we
it
just chuck rain tires onto this car as is?
I would like to, you know, knock a little bit of spring
Yes.
at it, but no, if TJ says yes.
Do
All
it.
right. Do it now.
We just try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Rain
Normal human being?
tires.
Oh, there's many a
What?
times during a race weekend. That's it.
Yeah, you
It's
just got to kind of guess and go. I'm
Yeah.
going to crank up the TC and ABS to the rain settings, and we're going to let that ride. And Greg's going to learn how to do this in the wet. Again. All the practice sessions I did all day today, all of them were dry.
Garrett knew it was going to
All
rain.
of them.
Garrett's got that special hotkey.
And this is
Control
only
R.
the
Control
this is
R
only the
for
race
rain.
lobby. So if we move into the race session, it could be dry over there. So this is just
But this is the real
this is the real world.
Come on, Raz, let's go play.
Come on, Raz, you want to go? I don't know if I know he's streaming himself right now, so you may not be able to watch what we're doing. But
You know, I often wonder what the F1 guys, what happens during the same thing. They're testing it dry. They're testing it dry. Look at the puddle coming out.
well, this is a lot more wet than I thought it was going to be.
and you know, they look at Lewis Hamilton and like, best of luck. We're throwing reins on it.
Yeah,
Deal with it.
figure it out.
Yeah, not a darn thing you can do. They can't
Yeah.
change a thing. Well,
I hate to say it to you, but I think it's gonna rain.
I
I
If
think
you could just
like Mosport.
if
There
it
is-
could just be one thing and one thing only, that would just be grand. Ooh.
so, we're gonna come in and do a little setup change after you have some fun.
Yeah, let me figure this out at first.
Yeah, there was some post on Reddit this week about the intermittent rain and the spotty rain coming into the race, which that throws off the conversation saying that iRacing is that static only fuel, because now they're starting to throw in that intermittent rain in the middle of a race. So
Yeah.
but whenever you go into the race lobby, it might be dry.
Well, here's the other question that I don't know. So, all right, so we're in the 8:45 race lobby right now. When we move into our split, is every split identical conditions, or are they all the splits different conditions? Does anyone know that?
I do not know the answers to that, and I'm curious about that myself because of last week's races at Okayama, where I did 3 races and had 3 completely different experiences in all 3 races.
Yeah, it would be nice if like the 30-minute while you're sitting in the official thing for it to start. It would be nice if that was representative of what you're going to see in the race session, so that you get to at least get familiar with what you're going to race on in 20 minutes, which practically in real life, would be kind of what you're going to see, right? Right?
I agree with you. Here.
Like, are we going to race on basically this track in a half hour's time, like what we're driving right now, or like just a totally regenerated different set of weather conditions? We don't know. That part's just always been unclear to me.
Yeah, the stuff that I was dealing with at Okayama was completely different every session.
Yeah, that's...
I checked
I've hated
the forecast, and apparently the races are starting at 2:20, but right now in the practice session it's 2:35 p.m. and it's 100% overcast.
So that would make any sense.
I know. So
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how it's gonna work. If it's gonna like reset it to like 2:10 p.m. when it starts, where it's 100% chance of rain still, or if it's gonna like just generate a whole new lobby, or what? It is very vague.
I mean, I get unpredictability of weather, and like I understand that they're trying to incorporate that, you know, weather changes and we don't know. But like if there was continuity between the lobbies and the heats, and like that was all made more transparent, maybe it's made clear somewhere, but like it's not obvious from the outside. It seems consistently inconsistent with all that. That's just the confusing part, trying to make heads or tails of that.
Usually when we go to the racetrack, everybody looks at the weather. You've got the pilots looking at their radar maps. They've got the, you know, the top secret radar maps and everything else.
You get to see the radar for like 30 seconds before you have to go race, so like you have to make a decision instantly, which I get, but that's not... We're trying to make real weather where it's variable. In real life, we'd also have more than 30 seconds to make a decision. I don't know, just my 2 cents.
2 cents taken and rejected.
Yeah, I guess, because my opinion's worth very little.
Pennies on
feels. I can drive. I can drive it. I mean, grip is low, and I have to avoid puddles, but I'm okay. I'm not. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I think I could do this for a race if I had to. I don't know if it's
looking at it, yeah.
fastest.
No. Really twitchy.
Yeah, I definitely need to calm things down. Ooh, Mustang reverse entry into pit lane.
Darren's been eyeballing pit lane entry and exit, and the puddles in there are big. Somebody stuffed the wall in the out. Right
Oh,
there.
the Mustang
to your right.
almost did it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny watching people try to leave pit lane and just loop it and right into the wall.
Yeah.
Also, turn one,
rats.
people just you get the wide cinematic view of turn one, and you just see prototypes spinning around in circles, just sliding off the track down the hill. It's great. Good review.
That's the second time there that you've had to counter steer that. What if you go back?
Watch out for rats.
What if you go for that wet setup at Fuji and see which one you set a better lap on?
I can do that.
We could do multiple things. So the wet setup is Fuji went full soft and kind of high. Because Fuji has a lot of quote-unquote first and second gear corners. The car's never moving. All right, so let it roll over on itself and try to put some power down.
That's too much. Woo.
Gentle, 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 gentle. Big puddles coming up. So, what's our spring range? I think we're 1600 rears.
I think I would assume we're full stiff or close to it.
Yeah. I don't know what we have. Check on the up and the down on any spring front or rear.
Okay.
Oh man, you dipped into the grass too.
Yeah, I just barely kept it alive there.
Yeah.
We're at 16 in the rear. We can go to 18,
Okay.
and then all the way down to 13. So we're kind of one
My
click
lap
above the middle.
Let's go down one all the way around the car. Spring
Okay.
rate.
So front, we're at
And-
12. We can go to 1,000
Oh,
or up
down.
to 15.
We can
So we'll go to
split.
11.
Split. Yep.
Okay.
Where's our ride height? Stays there. Raise the ride height up 1/8 of an inch.
All the
Down.
way around.
Yep, all the way around.
All right, so 2.2. Okay, and then rear, you also want the same thing you said?
Yep. We're gonna keep the same rake. The car likes it. Ultimately, I'd like to probably drop it, but I want to do just a spring rate change for you and see what you think about that, and a ride height change. So that's
Okay.
the same rake, 100 pounds softer. I would tickle the bars, but let's do it in a lap or two.
Let's leave
Run it.
this. We'll save this as just V2.
Yep.
That's a good way to do this. Honestly, if we had to run the dry setup, I would just, if we just go in and the session's dry,
Yep.
I would go to one click down on the rear wing, and I would think that would be my
Pretty
gut
happy.
on
Okay.
what to do with that. Yeah.
I probably would have dropped the rear a little bit as far as rake, or maybe drop the rear bar just to try and gain a little bit more grip so it wasn't too snappy
Okay.
on the wet stuff.
Yeah, let's see how this.
Big
I
puddle
think
coming up.
Yeah, I see that.
Big puddle
Yeah, dude,
Big
be
puddle coming
careful.
up. Don't get sucked into the puddles.
I saw that come from a mile away, and I go off. And everyone goes off.
Oh. Yinglings are cold. TJ saw that puddle at the middle there.
I remember when we did the race here last season in the very heavy wet, we were always playing with that. I had to just breathe down the hill and go.
If I'm not mistaken, you also had a
P-car
lift.
coming outside.
I think it was a lift, and then I would brake from the inside. and that was the right way to do that.
And
I'll let it go. It's ours.
didn't you podium just because you didn't wreck out? Well, and because you're a skilled driver.
Other
Oh,
than the rain incident,
Rain X.
we had no incident. We were pretty clean, so we just ran a race and by running the race just ended up at the top. Of what was it? 3, I think. Did we
Top
podium
3
that
or
race?
top 5? I don't remember. We'd have to check the
Something
video.
like that. We placed really well just by just surviving. We didn't do anything else besides that.
Yeah. And unfortunately, with how fast this place is in the wet, the spray from the cars ahead goes a very long way. So someone could be a second and a half or 2 in front of you, and you're still picking up their spray.
Yeah, 100-mile-an-hour spray is what we're calling it, right?
Yeah. These are still 100-mile-an-hour corners, even in the wet.
Yeah,
Oh,
drop down to 130.
yeah. All right, let's see how I can do here in 5. I think it felt really good if I went wide here. And you're just careful in the middle as it lands in the compression.
I don't know if it wants trying to do that in a rim shot. I think I would try an outside shot next lap all the way around. Because its camera's down, all the rain's going to flow down to the left. I wonder if the top is dry.
Uh-huh. One of the things we're always trying to do in the rain, just with how it loads and the tire dynamics, setups, and yada yada, you're trying to slow the load change on the car. We want to slow that down. We don't want to shock. Yep. We don't want to shock the load on the tire too quickly. So that's where like the car goes into like a heavy compression spot. You kind of want to make sure we're not bound up with something else as we go into that compression, or it'll just overload the tire, and then we're sideways into the grass at 100 miles an hour. And that's the issue I think we're facing in turn 5, is that we hit the compression at the bottom of the hill, and it overloads whatever we're asking of the tire in that moment.
Rim shot outside. Try it. See if it's got grip out there.
Oh, that feels good in the middle line there.
Look good. Look good.
That felt good. I saw it where the line. Ah!
All right. Keep it cut. Keep it cut. Back on throttle. No one behind. No one behind.
Okay. Try this rim shot here. Hard because you kind of have a very narrow band to play with. I need to work on staying a little bit off of Apex at 5B there too. You know, after all the coaching I've done at VIR with a handful of different people this week, 5 really feels like Oak Tree.
Deep breath. What do we got? Brake bias.
52.6.
Front lock, rear lock in the rain. What do we got?
I don't know I don't know the answer to that yet. Actually, I haven't really felt it yet. Right now, we're at 2.1. Or 2.09.
Copy that.
Garrett, can you check the results? Where one that seems where like lap times are their fastest from the last number of races, and get a lap distance number, see how that compares to our math.
Already did. The fastest times that when they were running really fast times, they were running 35 laps. So I accounted for that. We're taking 32 laps if it's dry.
Okay.
Talk to me, Goose, about setup. What do you think? 100 pounds down on the spring? A little bit higher.
A little. I guess it's slightly more forgiving. It wasn't a move in the wrong direction.
You only went 100 pounds on a 1,600-pound spring.
Yeah.
So, do it again.
We do. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Box. Box.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yep.
How much time do we have? 5 minutes. Wow,
Yeah.
I love this. We're going to get into the race and it's going to be dry, and this is all going to be a waste of time. All right, another 100 pounds down. You want
100
to
pounds.
keep the ride heights?
And let's check shocks too.
Why? Okay. Dampers. Remember, 0 is stiffest and 50 is softest on all these.
50.
Yeah.
All right, let's open up low speed. Let's go softer 5. Front and rear.
Low speed all around?
Yep. Gonna let the shock move around a bit more, give you a little bit more time delay before it tries to take a dig.
Okay. 2B. Or not.
Bars, we could probably tickle 1 softer 2. We're at 4s. We're at 5s. We can go to 4s.
Okay.
And because of
Or
timeline,
or
let's
rear.
run this, let's practice this. See what we got.
Yep. Oh, boy.
Big puddles on the way out.
What's up, Dr. Mike? Thank you for joining, sir.
Stay outside wall. Yep.
You're gonna go
That's
through
fine.
all this and it's gonna be dry.
I know. Oh, see, I'm trying to run the rim shot, and you just can't hold the line.
No, you can't run the rim up top, but mid and out, right?
Yeah.
You're coming too clear. Oh, just launched.
I had nothing to do with that.
No.
We'll find out. We've sent it to the stewards. Stewards agree. You were at fault.
Greg's fault?
You know what a good driving penalty would be is like a drinking game? Is you have to do like a shot of tequila every time like you make an error. Because obviously that's going to make you slower.
I don't know. I get a little faster than you, but then after that,
Yeah.
it goes south.
Yeah, right?
This
That's
sounds
good
like
driving.
alcohol poisoning the speed run.
Well, one penalty would breed another, because you'd make another mistake and then have to do more, and then
Exactly.
it's just a black hole of.
No, that's just
Wow.
tequila, 3 tequila floor.
Yeah.
All right, let's focus on this a little bit. Time's crunch. Need to know if you like it or not.
Trying.
No, just we're chatting too much.
All right, you have 2 minutes, Greg.
That's a lap. Cold tires. Best of luck. We're rooting for you.
Don't put it in the grass.
Don't put it in the grass or don't put it into Raz?
Either.
Uh-huh.
Either. Okay.
So yeah. I think
Oh, good catch, Mike. I like the TC in the rain too. It's definitely more forgiving than the TC in the Ferrari. It's just so much more progressive. It just takes so long to build 10th in these things.
Yeah, considering we only got 2 minutes. I did not tell you. I was watching.
I am in the race lobby, right? Can you tell me that?
Yes.
I'm like 80% sure that you're in the race lobby.
If you weren't, you're condemned to Miata hell.
Can I just double check?
I hope that you're not in the race lobby in that case. I will go home and join you for Okayama.
We are all
9
praying on
laps.
your downfall right now, Greg.
I don't see the thing that says that I am, but
I don't know where it is, so.
I mean, I joined off you when you left and rejoined.
unless I just rejoined the wrong practice session again, like I would have.
Okay. All right, double check. Trust but verify.
I don't really believe that I am right now. I'm going to quit because I don't really have the recollection that I did it correctly. Unfortunately, I've got precisely no seconds to change that.
I know. Pressure's on.
I missed this and screw this up.
Tick tock.
No,
You go to the
no.
Miata, sir. You go to the Miata. Nine laps. Okay,
Greg, your paranoia was your undoing.
I guess I get what I deserve.
All right.
All right. Well,
Oh my god.
throw that all in the trash, everyone.
I don't like this game. Where do I
Just
put the
give up and
quarter
go
in?
home now. I was 99% sure that I loaded out and then I joined the same practice because it didn't say the number of people in the lobby.
I will load on
like
my
this
phone
game.
for instant replay.
Very upset at myself. Someone tell me if I really was in and then I left of my own volition, then that's even worse.
I hate to say it, I think you did. Actually, no,
That's
some people are
log.
still connecting to this session, so I think you didn't.
How many people are in that practice session? It didn't say the number of
Someone
people
just joined
waiting.
it, so.
What is that? What do you mean?
A person just connected to the lobby.
I don't know what you're saying.
Someone joined the practice lobby that you left, I stayed in it, and someone just joined it.
So it was the practice lobby.
I guess so.
I don't like this game.
How is there not an easier way of doing this iRacing? How can it just not be automatically log me into the race session? Can't I do that like an hour ahead of time and then you just register me? No. All right. Moving on. Okayama MX5. Let's do it. Let's do 2 rounds of that. Just because. Right, guys?
There's a C-Class, a half an hour long Mazda Cup at Long Beach.
No.
Yes.
Is there anything else worth doing that I could just get into and drive right now?
Miatas.
Sprint car?
Right? I could. No, I'm not doing the Nürburgring in an SRF Spec Racer
No.
Ford.
No.
That's not happening. I guess I could do a race at. We have to do half-hour practice, and then I could do Long Beach with the MX5. GT. Oh, maybe this is worth doing.
Suzuka.
There's a GT4 and LP3 race at Suzuka in 40 minutes. That's only a half-hour race, so that would get us to finish line in around the same time. No, we'd be running a little over. Man, I just know how to ruin this. Well, anyone in the comments, what do you want us to do? I don't know Navarre. Who wants to see me learn a new track? No?
I have no idea where it even is.
Spain? I think this is the new one that came out this... Was it this season or last season?
It was this season.
I do not know this
Or was it
place.
last? I don't know.
Do I even own this track yet? No, I don't. What are we doing, guys? Someone tell me what to do.
What do you got? What's are we looking at time? Are we looking at
I want to do something here in the next... We got...
yeah.
You go
hour
back
and change.
So
to
scroll
the
up, scroll up.
rookies.
Rookies? Should I just do
Go
MX5 and be done?
to the
This
rookies.
is the Legend Road Cup. You can try that out real fast. That's brand new. It's the
What's that?
old Legends car at Long Beach.
No, I agree with TJ. I think I should just hop in and just do this MX5 thing, and maybe we'll hop in and do something after that.
Okay.
No?
Yes.
I don't know Okayama, so...
I think TJ might a little bit.
The second, 2
What?
times now I've done this where we missed the race session.
Yeah, well, I left because I don't understand any of this. See this? All these screens? Not a clue.
You see, Angelo, this is the equivalent of we pulled the trailer up to the pit lane
Mhm.
for the race.
Yep.
And then never put the car on the track in the pit
Huh.
lane.
So
How
somebody
is it
forgot
so easy to
keys
miss
the
this?
tailgate or something. The lift gate. The lift gate didn't work.
I
We
blame poor
took the car
UI.
out. Yeah.
UI, in my opinion, has always been a weak spot for iRacing. They get better and they make small improvements on things, but like
There's
there
no
should be
reminder.
there's no reminder, there's no nothing. It said, "Hey, there's a race coming up in 10 minutes. Would you like to join it?" Oh, yeah, click yes. No, just you should be smarter than that. I'm sure they blame the end user, and everyone's going to tell me that
Yeah,
I'm at
yeah.
fault, and I am. I have the keyboard and mouse in front of me, but if you're designing a product and service,
Maybe
you shouldn't allow
we should
mistakes
not
like that
give
to
you
happen.
maybe we should give you the keyboard.
I'm okay with that.
Give you the steering wheel, not the keyboard. I'm
No,
amazed. I'm amazed at what you can do in the multitasking element. You know, that's a lot going on.
it's a lot to juggle.
But it just cuts you off. That's it. No dice, no chance.
Yeah, I
You're,
know. And unfortunately, I made that observation like probably 60 seconds too late. If I had discovered a minute earlier that we weren't in the race session, like here at the bottom of my screen, it says now we're in the race session. That was the thing that I looked for and I didn't
We're-
see, but I thought I did. Yeah, it says
Race-
race session X registered.
133
I can't
registered.
I
Got it.
can't see that from where I'm sitting. Not making
Got it. Got it.
but
All I'm gonna
You guys got to
say
teach me all these things.
is that you have the most amount of viewers whenever you've gone to gone to the rookies.
okay.
PR, it's a PR
The
stunt.
people love the MX5. Give the people what they want.
Yeah. PR stunt. Maybe he's smarter than us.
You gotta
literally
watch
don't
out
know
for
what-
that curb.
Do you know this layout? I do not know this at all.
Yeah, this is a short track layout. So this is regular Okayama.
Okay. I think I had driven this once like 2 years ago. The full Okayama, but I do not know this shorty version.
Yeah, I've never seen the short in play, like, ever.
Is
So-
this the one that they go to and travel to? The guys with the little micro buses and things. They'll go to Okayama and hang out for the weekend.
It sounds
Yeah.
like something the Japanese would do.
Yeah.
This or Tsukuba.
God.
Yeah,
Well, microbus hot lapping at Tsukuba.
Well, you guys should look it up. It's kind of cool. The
going to.
passion for a car, you know.
Okay, so you're gonna jet off to the right here. You're not taking that left turn. So you go to your right, watch for the curb. Yep, hanging out wide, because you want to carry as much momentum as possible into there.
Okay. This
Honestly, that
section.
sucks. This is all the fun parts removed.
So, lap 1, turn 2, hitting that curb is where it's like everybody hit the banana in Mario Kart. So, buyer beware. This is, for the people that are watching at home, this is the first track that more podiums raced at. So yeah, this one
Really?
means a lot to me. Yeah,
Cool.
I think
enjoy.
we got a new driver coach.
Got the history. I need all the driver coaching I can get.
Me too. All my races have resulted in wreck outs lately.
Oh, that's tighter than I thought it was.
Why'd you do that?
I thought it was a bigger corner than that.
No.
And now we're spinning out in the middle of the corner.
This
Blocking
is-
traffic.
So this is what we're going to see with you learning a new track, right?
Yep.
Okay. Got
Would-
it.
I don't follow which curb you're telling me about there. Is it that green curb on the inside that's really bumpy?
Did you see how you drop down so much whenever you hit that first one? So like the car, I could see it that in your motion seat that you are like physically dropping down, and that causes for a loss of grip in the little Mazda as you're going around trying to kind of carry that momentum in.
I just don't see the bump. I guess I'm trying to figure out where it is so that I know to avoid it because I don't see it yet.
No, it's like the area where they can join the track together. It has like a physical bump in the road.
It's a transition spot. I understand.
Yes.
Wherever they do different crossovers and layouts with different tracks like that, usually there's some sort of pavement transition or drop off or grade change or whatever it is. All right, so we're not going to overcook turn 1 this time. In a little early, probably.
Hey, since we didn't make the race lobby, I'm going to go work for Raz, all right?
Yeah.
He just got a text.
There you go. See, look at that gain.
I see it now.
I can't
Is
even
Raz
see
in the
it.
race? He was driving with me that whole last lap when I decided to make that change.
I know.
But he's probably not in the race either.
Checking right now.
Someone pull up his live stream.
I just let him know that we didn't make the race lobby. He's all bummed out.
Well, if he's texting us right now, that means he's not racing because he would be busy with qualifying in the race. Well, right into the racing line. Thanks there, bud. Oh yeah, rookie.
It's the rookies.
Come on.
What's even a fast lap time here? I know I'm nowhere near it yet.
You are almost 2 seconds off.
Sounds about right.
You
So,
are 1.7.
Raz is saying that you were with Harold and him in the lobby. So I think
I
you
left
guys
it?
made back out of the lobby out of paranoia that you were not in the right lobby.
But it didn't say I was in the lobby though. It did not indicate that I was.
It's the internet.
I
How
don't
do they
know.
leave? How do they leave that to chance in the UI?
Well,
I mean, obviously I'm an idiot again, but like,
it makes for great stories.
I think it should be idiot-proof. We shouldn't have room for idiots.
Well, I look at what these dashboards and panels and screens, and oh my, and I just said no. So what you guys accomplished is still amazing to me.
Raz has sent over a video.
But is he not racing right now then? I mean, I guess I believe him, but
So I'm going back to your prior video, and race session had nobody listed.
Race session had nobody listed.
did I click the race button when I switched over to the race lobby though? Thought I did. Or I don't know.
Mike actually took pole.
There
Awesome.
you go. There you go. Mike's on pole.
Can we rewind our video and see what I did?
Holy cow.
I guess it doesn't really matter at this point, but
Nice.
is it raining his race or dry?
Not sure yet.
Are you guys all watching his live stream on our live stream?
We're having an intimate discussion about
We're confused because we were in the same session
we
as
think we're
Raz,
all
and
in it.
Raz just joined up with no issue, but we never got the opportunity to join because they never prompted us. And apparently TJ is saying the race session thing was
Wasn't
not
there.
in the bottom there either.
Yeah.
So I'm flabbergasted at this point.
You
as
see
to what
why
the
I'm
hell happened.
confused, right?
No, we got you now. We thought you were, drinking too much or something. I don't know.
Thought I was just being Greg.
But obviously, it starting to make sense.
Okay.
Yep, 100%. All right, 98%.
But
Thanks
you know
for
what
split
does
air.
make sense? Is that we have 242 people registered for the Mazda MX5 rookie race. That are about to
Nice.
race. That's
Nice.
what matters. This is
Gonna be
what the
fun.
people want to see.
And your P17, you're slow.
Oh, I know. I feel very slow right now. I only need another hour of doing this to find more time. I'm chipping away at it.
I'll take over.
DJ knows the track pretty well.
No. He's doing a wonderful job. There you go. You're getting closer into that curb, and you kind of gotta. Yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah, I'm
chipping
getting
away at it, chipping away at it.
acclimated with this thing now.
Of what the Mazda can do for you.
I can do that flat. I can just skim the inside, I think. Ooh, it goes so late.
Critical
Another-
right there. You gotta get the run on it.
Yeah.
Remember, we're with rookies. This is good. We're gonna hit the race button, and we're gonna boogity boogity boogity. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm already.
Well, that is assuming we make it into the race lobby this time.
I see that we're registered for the
Yeah,
race.
Go get the keyboard. He is not allowed
You know
to touch
what?
the
You know what, Greg?
keyboard.
You have lost keyboard privileges.
That's it. We got to get a lanyard with a keyboard around it.
There we go. That's the
There
message
it
we
is.
wanted.
Oh,
I want to
so
show this
that
final corner flat.
big
I
flash.
want to show this corner flat. Alright, that's easy flat. What am I thinking? Yeah, see how it yells at you that you're...
Big one. Time to get
All
in
right.
that race lobby. Don't let it bypass you twice. I'd be sending you off to the Toyota GR86 next.
No, then
Don't
someone
give
else
him a
is.
more
I'm getting out of the
reasonable
driver's
offer.
seat.
Do not give him a more reasonable series to get into, please.
You guys are ruthless. I swear.
I could go over do blind open wheel. I haven't been in... Well, I did test... I've driven the IndyCar a bunch of times recently, just in practice sessions.
Blind open.
Maybe
No,
after
you
that,
are
we'll see if
condemned
I'm
to be out of hell.
Yeah.
Be out of hell first, and then we'll see if there's like a blind open wheel.
And then I tested the Japanese Super Formula car. That thing also is really cool. Thanks to Mike on the recommendation for that. That thing's also fun. Big into that. I am A-class, so I can just literally jump in any open wheel race if we want to try that at some point. Maybe we'll do this race and then we do that.
Japanese Formula, is that like the Australian Super Formula that they were playing with?
It's kind of like Japanese F2 or Indy Lights.
Okay. Nice.
It's a seriously fast, proper car.
Nice. I'm liking it already. Since we have time to burn, back to It's Not the Car.
Yes.
So there was a little back-end text messaging back and forth between Jeff and I. So Jeff walked in with the third spring and showed Sam what it was all about and everything else. They spoke about it. So not to be outdone by my mentor, hero, one of my good friends, I opened up the drawer and I shot a picture of what I have in stock of third spring mechanisms. And I let him know that I'm probably sitting on the largest group of third spring mechanisms in the country. Penske usually calls me and says, "Hey, do you have this?" Who wants to know? So,
Who's asking?
yeah, so Jeff was laughing, he was giggling. Let him know that we really appreciate him and the boys. He was really stoked that we like it that much, you know. Really. Already?
Yep. I'm taking the safety incident points. What am I doing? All right, I'm just gonna stop. I'm on a roll tonight, folks.
You know, one network cable and he's done. Well, he would fold in your business. He would collapse. One network cable.
Hey, we got that resolved.
I know, but it threw you for a tizzy.
Ish. Resolved-ish.
Are we here right now? No response.
Hell no.
What's the name of the hurricane that's about to hit us?
Helena, whatever.
Helene.
The Honda?
Yeah.
Is this the curse of Helena?
Helene.
We were
Helene?
talking about the ultra low pressure.
It's also an electrical storm.
Electrical storm? Whoa. This is weird.
What I will say for any members who are watching right now, we are on the fence about whether we're actually going to continue with the race or night for tomorrow. I don't want anyone to feel like they need to drive in bad weather right now. I'm sure half the people are going to be like, "Oh yeah, fine, doesn't matter. We're cool.
Yeah.
We can be there." We'll make an announcement in the morning whether we're going to host the event or
The
not.
funny thing is, last time I came up during a good rain, is there was less flooding here in Tequesta / Jupiter partition of the country than there was down by my place.
We are 40 feet above sea level right here at the shop, so that does help.
Yep. And in Florida, 40 feet would be huge.
That's the equivalent of being on a mountaintop.
Yeah.
Mount Trashmore. For those of you who don't know, that the highest peak
Really?
is mountains of trash.
Really? Wow, that's very
Yeah. Excuse me,
unreasonable.
Rookie.
Clearly, I am a
200
rookie.
tread wear tire. Ice cold. We don't have the little blippy thing to monitor it and tell it. You have to feel it. You have to just walk up to the edge. Don't go over the edge. Just walk up to the edge.
Tires are warm now, spinning like that.
No. Tire model.
Just do a big burnout.
Maybe the burnout thing works in this tire model.
It will disqualify you if you
I was
do
about
that.
to lose.
Really?
Don't forget the
Come
broadcast.
on. All right, well there
TJ,
goes
I
any.
don't think we want to broadcast this to anybody.
No, I'm not sure I do. I'm just gonna start all over again. This is ridiculous.
Didn't you do this in the rain?
Shooting both feet
How-
simultaneously.
Did you crash in the rain on your own accord?
It-
I
it-
don't know.
Are you talking the McLaren just now? I don't know what you're referring to.
No, I was looking at TJ because TJ's got the most experience here at this track, and I know that he'd raced a couple times. So, seeing if he knew his way around. All right, tippy toe, tippy toe. Remember, it has no grip. It's a momentum car with no grip.
That's right. You just said it. Easy on the inputs, man. For those first 2 laps, nice.
Baby
and
birdies,
easy.
baby birdies. Tube of toothpaste, baby birdies.
All right.
Don't squish anything. Golfing. You don't squeeze the grip too tight.
Okay.
Baby birdies, you don't want to crush them.
You know.
5 PL lap. Rain X.
Right next. How are we doing in qualifying? Oh, we haven't completed a lap yet.
Yeah, that.
You know, Angela, the reason, you know why we didn't, why we missed the session? You didn't have some stupid gimmick this week.
Hey,
I didn't come in with the rain
tied.
jacket, the hockey helmet, no green M&Ms.
No.
What else?
There was no superstition.
Yeah. Not the umbrella. That was good.
Ah, yes, Josiah. Let me catch you up.
Yeah, you clearly
We
missed a
didn't think
lot.
it was gonna rain. It did start to rain. We weren't sure if it was actually gonna rain in the race session. Greg gaslit himself, backed into the session in the last minute, and then tried rejoining and missed it by about 3 seconds.
Hey, we all agreed that we were all unsure about whether we were actually in the race
We don't
lot
know
very
exactly
much.
what happened.
We don't know what
Guys,
happened.
I don't do wires. I do squishy things. No wires.
We have no idea what happened as to why.
We're very lost as to what's going on right now.
And now we
Hey,
are here.
oh, Harry, Curly.
We've made it to this point.
And Greg's embarrassing himself in an MX5.
You have been sentenced to the MX5.
Set. Vanished. Vanished.
Condemned.
I'm not doing my greatest at this. Track alert.
All right.
Briefly. Qualifying.
You were going to be in the middle of the meat of this sandwich,
Nice. Oh my
Great.
god.
and it's amazing. This is going to be. The
Oh, I'm
closest
1.5
race match
seconds off the next car. Great. So there's no chance of making anything up here
Closest
right
if
now.
he actually managed to get past turn 1.
Yeah, let's just not wreck it, okay?
Oh, I'm just going to be
Somewhere
miles
around.
away. It's going to be a disaster.
Not bad. Second off.
Second off of the next position.
Okay.
Great. This is fun. This is what I get.
This is what we get, and the people get.
Do not
Yes,
string me
we
into
the
this.
people. Yeah. And you drug right in. You were not in control of the keyboard. You should have been in control of the keyboard.
EJ was supposed to call the time.
Yeah. TJ, you're usually really good at that too.
Yeah, you guys could blame it on me. That's fine. I'll take
How
it.
did-
I said
how
I
did-
was 80% sure that we were in the race lobby.
How did we throw you off? You're usually spot on.
Not tonight. Not
Alright,
tonight.
alright.
Yeah,
I
that's what
know
I'm
what
talking
I
about.
mean.
He's doing a broadcast. That's right, baby. Come on in.
Hey,
Doors
Well-
open.
welcome to the
No,
crap.
Greg, no.
Just because.
I think I forget what the problem was. I let TJ change the scenes, and I called the race session. All is not right in the universe.
That's it. That was it. I
Uh,
got it, yeah. Greg, you changed positions of 2 major people during qualifying session? Or was it
What
right
do you mean
before?
change
Not even
position?
qualifying. We didn't get to qualify.
Yeah.
What do you mean
Oh,
change
yeah,
position?
practice session. Like Garrett was saying, you got TJ to do the screenshots when Garrett was just doing the screenshots, so you threw it all off. That's it. threw the team off. Gave new positions, new directives. They couldn't handle it. But I blame
I don't follow who changed what. We didn't change anything.
Hurricane Helen.
Yep.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. Hurricane
Okay.
Helen, low barometric pressure here in South Florida. We're all going a little loco.
Yep.
Also an electrical storm.
There was Cat 5s that were having issues today. Separate of the
We
yeah.
had Cat 5s, Cat 6s, and Cat 7s having problems. Hopefully the storm's just a Cat 1 or 2, though.
You might want to
Just
let
the
people
judges,
know
eh?
what that is. You know,
We're talking about
Net-
our internet
network
cables.
cable.
We had a network cable decide to not be a network cable.
Cat 5.
Not
Cat
networking.
6.
It was a Cat 7.
Category. It was a Cat 7, was it?
It was a Cat 7, and it is now replaced with a Cat 6 for the time being.
My God.
And that Cat 6 also didn't want to work. So
There's a bunch of
whatever it is,
cats
it's not a
somewhere
network
like,
cable,
what are these
so-
guys talking about?
Lunatics in Florida talking about the storm like it's nothing.
And network cables and nothing to do with felines. Yep. A bunch of nerds over here.
That's what you get whenever you come to the Chicane Club YouTube on Wednesday
Yep.
nights.
Yeah. Here we are. We qualified P10 out of 12. 12th place did not qualify. Cool. Let's do this thing. Garrett, are you crew chiefing me right now?
I can't join you. I
you mean you
tried. It did not let me join you.
You can't crew
I
chief a
am
rookie
not
race
allowed to spot for you in this race for some reason.
in a rookie race.
I'm sorry, Greg. You were
What's
on
that
your
about me?
own.
I'm
Not
on
even
my
on
own.
your side.
Oh man, this is gonna be rough.
Have you calculated
straight
fuel burn?
Yield is 2,648.
I'm Greg. You're cooked.
Oh yeah, we're on the
Oh man.
we're in the higher split than we even belong in, so we're gonna have our butt really handed to us here.
But
No, we said this is all
qualified
rookies,
P10 though.
Oh, these are standing starts too. That's right.
All right, let's focus in front.
Yep. Boogity boogity boogity. Let's have
This is
fun.
mojo.
Let's go racing.
How many laps is this? 9.
Oh, you
Head down. Let's go.
pick
Eyes
car in
are
front,
down.
go center. Let's go.
I really wanted to drive Mosport this week too.
I wanted to drive Mosport in the rain, so actually I'm happy.
You wanted to do it in the rain?
I wanted it to be dry.
All right.
Get ready.
Focus.
Get ready. Let's go.
And
False start. Yellow car. Come on.
dive inside, run over the cone. Hit him.
Bump him. It's
Stay
perfectly
inside.
legal. Bumping him is perfectly legal, Greg. Remember.
Yeah. There you
Like
go.
that.
That's good. That's good. Clear behind.
Get serious. Get serious. This is
Hold
legit.
your position. Hold your position. Push him out. Push him out. Push him out.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
You're
that
good.
was-
You're good.
whoa,
Clear,
there we
clear,
go.
Clear, clear, clear.
it's 4 positions in one corner.
All right. Good. Focus in front. Focus in front. Nice start, kiddo. Nice start. P6.
All right.
Turn in a little bit later. All clear
Yep.
behind.
Yeah. Let's get serious. Let's go.
Remember cold tires.
I got to turn in later at the last corner.
Copy that.
4 positions in one corner. Yes, please.
I don't see how these guys are out accelerating us down a straightaway.
I mean, my driving ain't perfect, but
I know. It's all right. I think a little late one arc.
still feel really clumsy in most
Yeah,
places.
that's right. You're like a kid with them little aluminum crutches on his knees.
Okay, there's one.
He's right on top of you, Greg.
Yeah, I see him.
Proceed with caution. Yeah, proceed with
Yeah,
caution.
he may not be happy after that move I made stuck.
I'm pretty sure that's the one you were bumping, by the way.
Yeah,
Hey.
I know. Running wide on exit.
That's all right. These guys are getting a launch like they're freaking nitrous. Pushing them all the way down. Dirty dog. Let him. All right, now go to the outside. Take the line. Over under. Over under. Over under. Good move. Good move. Good move. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
That's racing. That's racing. Boxed out. He's gonna have the outside. Be careful for the second part.
Yep.
We need to get left now somehow. He's on there. He's on it.
Ah,
That's
wash
right.
it out.
He's
One down,
got you.
front
He's
of you,
got
be
Oh,
you.
careful.
another one bends.
Good job.
Good
Good
line.
job. Turn in late and wide. Brake all the way down the apex.
Yes,
Gotta
I
be
saw
low.
the blue car.
Yep, yep.
The multi-class racing has made me really heads up about using
Yeah.
park wheel with that rear view mirror.
Yeah, you're pretty good at it.
There
You
we
nailed
go.
that turn. Perfect. Yeah. Yep.
That
Exactly.
felt good.
Follow that line.
Really good. Really good, mate. Saw it.
Inside, Greg. Inside,
I
I
inside.
see him. I see him.
Oh, man.
I know.
Over under. There it comes right back to you. Corner came right back to you. That's good.
Ah,
He
ah.
fixed it, he fixed it. No, that's right. He kept you straight. He kept you straight.
Yes.
Good, good,
Yes.
good,
Yes.
good. Love it. Love it.
Oh, the car's broke. All right. Well, he got what he deserved.
Look, 3-car pileup behind his 2-car.
Well, that might be it.
Miatas. That was pretty good.
Flawless,
That was
Pretty good.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
we
bad.
only. Oh, a minute of tow time, and then it's gonna be 10 minutes of repairs and a 5-minute race.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
wait. Let's go ahead and rewind from the beginning. Let's do the
All right,
start.
so we need to go back like 2
Let's
laps.
review the whole thing. The whole thing from the start. All right, yellow car misstepped.
Yeah, yellow's car had a false
Yeah.
start.
Told you dive inside and just hit the cone, which is basically, just cover.
There's nothing there. Yeah.
I know. But what happens is inside, outside. So
For what it's worth, I thought actually that was some really good racing.
I felt really good. Yeah. I want to see this 4 cars in one corner coming up here next. So I went to the inside, and then stuff happened in front of me.
yeah,
All right, I went to the inside. Yellow car turned the
squeezed
pink
everybody.
one.
Nice.
I picked it as all in one. We already had front end damage. Oh, that was from bump drafting the green car.
Yeah, I saw that. Tell you, some of these guys come out of the corners like rockets.
Mhm.
I definitely got some good
Oh,
momentum.
hold on. Oh, I had a fast repair. I guess I can just go. Should I go?
Just go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Stir up some shit.
Well,
Nothing
wait
to
for everybody to
lose.
come around again. Wait for the leader to come around again. Race
Yeah.
with him. Maybe we can learn something.
I'll just go back out and just.
Back out.
Uh,
Give it a little bit.
Wait
I'm
for
gonna
the
lose
pack.
61
pass.
iRating points. Great.
Follow the guy who wrecked you out. Follow him. Follow him. Follow him.
Is that him?
Race him. Yeah, it was him.
All right. I don't want to interfere with the
Yeah,
action.
don't interfere with
There we
everything.
go.
Just go
No,
race
I
him
just
and,
want,
like,
I
redeem
want to
ourselves.
learn from the leaders. So you got cold tires. Leaders are coming up. So what we're gonna do is let these guys one by one flow around you. But let's start learning and
Yeah.
see what they do.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to flow on this track.
I know, right? And in typical form, there's nowhere to flow, and every inch matters on a Miata.
This one's still for points. It's still official race.
I know.
Don't interfere. Play it smart.
Redemption, not retribution.
We'll review the whole thing afterwards. My display here showed the tow time, And then I just saw like, oh, car's running. You could just go back out and drive again. So. All right, I think I got the final group figured out now.
Yeah, you use the curb to kind of help you make that full turn.
That's how that one goes. Still feel like I'm awkward with the timing there. Trying to figure that out.
That's an awkward set.
Yeah. Nope, overslowing.
Yeah, if you do kind of flat out there, you can almost hook it off the inside of that curb.
Yeah, I'm still working on getting the turn-in timing correct so that I actually get to the inside in the final one. Still overslowing there for sure. Just getting to the second apex too early there.
While we're finishing off what I assume will be the white flag or second to last lap, for anybody that is watching this that was just in the race with us, this was all fun and games. Hope that you guys enjoyed the racing, but it was danger close racing.
Yes. Good old MX5 racing. Still missing my turn in. White flag. Finishing last. That's how that works. You can carry more speed on the way in, and it puts you wider for the second apex. That's how that one's supposed to go. And I'm up half a second.
All right, Mr. Greg, you have served your punishment for missing the race lobby of the IMSA Class A, so you are now no longer banished.
From the island.
Okay.
Congratulations, you radicals now.
Is that a reward or another penalty?
Penalty.
All right, let's see some of this buffoonery that happened here. And then we can go do something else.
Yeah.
All right, so we're side by side with this green car. This is where everything went to crap. Right? I think it was here.
Yes.
This is lap 3.
There were plenty of shenanigans leading up to the incident, though.
Yeah, there was a lot of over-unders. This is where the blue car ran by me, I think, right? Yeah.
Plenty of tomfoolery.
Yeah. Tomfoolery, buffoonery. Blue car goes to the inside.
What's that bar on 13th Street? Shenanigans?
Damn it, Farva. Blue car goes to the inside. I blew it. Yeah, one of you saw this stage. All right, white car also tried to squeeze in there. I ran around the outside, defended, clean. And then what happens here? This is where this... Oh, he just
pit maneuvered you.
Oh, the poor knockoff.
The pink car, I mean, he was just like... I did?
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
It's all your fault, Greg.
All right, let's see this again from the chase cam. Did I drive into him or did he drive into me?
He drove into you.
Yeah, he
No,
pipped
he
over
straight
you.
up drove into me.
He
All right,
pipped over you.
misjudgment. We've all done it,
Yeah, yeah.
but he wasn't gonna get away
Come
with it.
back, took you two out. then he spins into this. Then he takes out that car.
This is just
This was
MX5
good.
race.
This was good.
Where was the 1-2? Where was the over under? When did that happen? That was this. That was a setup for this.
That was beautiful racing, by the way. This
Yeah.
part was super clean and good, but you can't get in iRacing. You can't get away with this good, clean, close racing for too long.
No, you get
Somebody
one lap of it and
gets
then it's
pulled.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Green car gets to the
You
inside. I
walked
went
him
wide on
down.
exit.
I was like, all right, enough.
I forced him
back and
down,
stop.
went
Yeah.
back out wide, sold him the dummy,
Yeah.
went back underneath. Oh, what is this camera? Oh, that's useless.
Yeah, that's right.
Got back down inside, side by side.
Rattle
Forced
tape.
me back around. I had to run wide. That's
Back
the carnage
front.
happened up there. Let's just watch this next lap again. This was fun.
Yeah. Number 8 just didn't like you.
Nope.
It must have been the flames on the car yet. I did like the Italian color.
So he goes faster.
Yeah. Like you flame job it.
All right, and then this is where the setup's everything again. Blue
Overzealous.
car's right there.
Does a little pop. Got no choice to stay up top. Good.
I tried to carry too much to defend.
Yeah.
He gets it. I still challenge from the outside. White car is
Okay.
right there.
Okay. On the outside. Nice.
I think
Everything's
everything
clean.
was all fair
Yeah,
and fun to
that-
this point.
That was clean.
And he just came back on and
I just picked.
And that's where, like, in real life, that type of contact, he would have just pushed my bumper. I would have felt him. Nothing would have happened. It wouldn't have violently sent me off the racetrack like that. It wouldn't have been one of those.
I've seen a lot of episodes of Cops. All right.
I'm going to save this for posterity.
Bad boys. Bad boys.
All right, let's look at open wheel stuff. Let's just jump in as doing something open wheel because I haven't done it in a very long time.
Race starts at 9:30. What do we got? Formula V. We should stick with
What's coming up soon?
Formula V.
Right?
No.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
Another one. Yes.
Yes.
Come on.
No.
It's
committee
like
says
open
yes.
Miatas, Greg. Come on.
It
No.
is some of
Yes.
the closest racing you'll ever find. V.
How about
Click
this,
on it.
Angelo?
What?
Would you like to test out the Ray
The Ray.
Formula Ford
I was
1600?
thinking about that, but not yet.
No.
No.
No, we're not making me do
Formula
Formula V. I'm
Yes,
not
you
doing
are.
it.
Listen, I tune a lot of Formula V shocks. I have a strong affinity. A lot of great people.
I don't even know this racetrack at all.
Oh,
It
great.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You're
No.
a pro driver.
Can I at least drive something that I know?
No, that's
No.
it. It's even got the fat, ugly tires on it. Come on.
Yeah.
It's horrible. No, so all right. So
It's-
All
you
right,
wanna
fine.
talk
Fine, I'll do
momentum
it.
car in
Let's
the
do it. Let's do it. Just
Miata? You wanna
because
talk momentum
everyone's
car
forcing
in
me
the
to do it.
Miata? Now we've
I
just
know, this is
reduced
even
you
more so.
another 30 horsepower.
I'm gonna
And
ruin
take
my.
1,000 pounds off of it.
The good thing is it's still a Formula car, so it is pretty wicked.
I mean, you're basically driving F1.
If you blink at the wrong spot, 3 guys are going to go past you.
I literally don't even know this track.
Yeah, well, I've never even heard of Winton.
I don't even know what
Winton
country
Gonzalez.
that's in.
Yeah, no.
It sounds like Australia, but that's a total guess.
Okay.
What continent are we on? Australia. That was a
Bingo.
good guess. Can I join this session or no?
Winton Innovation
There's a
or in a
there's a
Porsche?
chance I've raced this one before. I could walk you through it if I have. I
Okay.
spend a lot of time rookies.
If it'll let me
Rookie
join
season.
this race, I've got 30 seconds to get in. If it will let me.
No, don't withdraw, Greg. No.
Did
It
he
was,
just?
it was hung. It was hung trying to join. I'm gonna try again. Or maybe it's inside a certain window and it waits until it rolls over.
Yeah, and you'll have like one thing where it will then like switch over.
Okay.
Let's test it.
Don't touch anything.
Patience is not his virtue, is it?
It
No.
really isn't.
It should just
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, instantaneous.
iRacing, you've been doing this for 15
Amazon.
years.
I
Figure
ordered
this out.
socks. They should be here now.
Yes.
Right. So you can see right here, it's closed the sessions. It's still trying to put you in that
The one that's
practice
closed
session.
now.
Right. So it's going to kick you out of that, and then it's going to present you a race screen.
Waiting for the race server to process your registration.
That's right.
Your
So
server is starting your session. You should be ready momentarily.
There we go.
Join.
Patience, Greg. You can do it.
All right.
All right. So
Cool.
we got a left, right.
Roll over corner. Yeah.
this is not the one. You're
No.
all on your own.
Go straight. Chicane. Right.
Follow
Right.
everyone
Big
else.
bowl.
They're like, oh, look at this. It's all D's and C's. And then there's this A-class guy who just shows up and who's going to be dead last.
Now we have an ego now, huh?
Well, I don't have an
A-class,
ego. The A-class and that blue little sign there is the part that
It's not my problem.
that's
But
digital ego.
So how did you get an A-class? Did you just drive the fastest cars, or did you start out with Formula Vs and Formula Fords?
Well, before they separated open wheel and sports car into their own separate categories, I had gotten to A-class the season before, so I inherited A-class in Formula Car. Oh, I can't even see the dash on this thing. So I inherited A-class in Formula Car, despite not having driven it in like a couple of years.
So those of you who are following, if you learn how to drive a Formula V or a Formula Ford in real life, you can pretty much drive anything.
Yes, I will second that.
Okay, thank you.
I have 1.5 minutes to learn to do precisely one lap of this.
Beat the tires up in this thing. Why did you drive this thing if it was not that big of a tire?
The original, the real stuff, they run the Hoosier Narrow, but due to cost savings, they tried these 200 treadwear Toyos and things all around the country.
And before I was driving on bicycle tires.
Yeah, that's the.
I can't even hear the engine over you guys.
That's the real thing. Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay.
Rum,
Oh, TJ,
there's a corner.
Make engine noises.
Engine noises for me.
Angel, your tire noise.
TJ,
Okay, so that's fast. There's a guy following me, like, oh, look at this A-class guy. I'm gonna follow him and learn something.
This guy's a knucklehead.
What is he doing? Oh, you have to lift off when you shift, and there's trailing throttle oversteer.
Nice. All right. Deep breath. We got to put some time down here.
Oh,
35
to
seconds.
the other side of the track.
Oh, and you did.
Now he's looking at me like, what is going on?
A-class guy sucks.
Yeah, who is this guy? What is he doing?
Who is this guy?
I'm gonna get banned from iRacing for a month for this. Black flag for what? Cutting the course? Yeah, I know.
Oh my god. iRacing, you're retarded.
I'm just nuking my safety rating and iRating tonight.
It just doesn't matter at this point, Greg.
Life's like a box of chocolates.
I hope someone's having fun.
We are.
I'm not sure it's me. I'm literally driving by the track map and see what's coming up.
Yeah, I know. So are we. We don't even know we're in Australia.
Hey, at least I have a lowly 1800 iRating. Oh, and that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
All right, best of luck in the race.
Once. Good luck, have fun. Oh, I get
a lot of rake in this thing. God. Who's got this thing set up?
You know something about setup for these?
I've tuned a lot of Formula V shocks. A lot. So Jeff Brown was telling some stories about dyno and stuff and learning about what's out there. So for me, we did the SCCA runoffs where we were the shock vendor for everybody. And we went through Formula V probably about 5 years in a row where we did probably half the field to 3/4 of the field. So, troop spacers in the front, valving. We actually notified Mr. Bruce Foss that he changed the carcass of the tire one year. How do you guys know that? So, because what we managed to make grip on, we show up at the runoffs, doesn't make grip anymore. So, we were down to the subtleties. It was, like Jeff was sharing the stories of pooling all the data, pooling all the data. We did it at the runoffs, and we were going through multi-class, so we got to see track trends, not just one car trend, all the way from pro drivers to rookie drivers. So it was a phenomenal learning experience. You couldn't do that ever again, so to speak. But that amount of data being forced into you in 2 weeks was just amazing. Wouldn't
Oh,
trade
yeah.
it for the world. And wait a minute, I'm supposed to leave now. Supposed to be flying to Road America for the SCCA runoffs to help some customers. So that's going to be going on rather shortly.
Oh yeah, that's coming up soon.
Right now. Yep. A lot of guys are getting there, leaving truck and trailer Friday, I believe. So it's not a bad track. I mean, you know what? If I had a Formula V and I was out in Australia, this would be a fun track.
I think it's all right. I like
Yeah.
it because you can see all the corners
Yeah.
before you get there, so you can
Yeah.
kind of figure it out. There's no blind weirdness to all of it, so it's like, I'm all right at this. I'm figuring it out pretty quick.
It's got a good flow.
I know I can track out wide here onto this exit curve, and then you turn into this next one just to breathe, and you go. It's just the track map. We're all.
You know, on that straightaway, I was able to count every single pixel on that far off tree.
Easy,
Yeah.
easy. Lift on the carousel. Lift on the carousel. Lift it. Stay on track. Stay on track. Stay on track. Good boy. Good boy. First gear. Throttle. First gear. Got to lift in the
All right,
carousel. She doesn't like that.
The question is when to lift in the carousel.
I can't tell you. I'm not sitting in the seat.
What does this have for an engine? Briggs and Stratton.
It's like a
horsepower?
like first generation Volkswagen Beetle
Yeah.
engine.
Yes.
Oh, so my exaggeration isn't even far off.
It's not about horsepower, girls. It's about grip.
I know. I'm teasing.
It has no grip
Excuse
or
me.
horsepower
All right, you're right.
or downforce
No.
or traction.
It's like driving in the snow. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's like you made a race car, and then
Yeah.
you took everything out of it that makes it a race car.
Now, the opposite is actually as a race car goes on the skinny tires, the one that you ran before. It's one of the best horsepower to weight to aero drag cars out there. It's very well poised.
What is that? With Red Bull hosts like the soapbox racing. Yeah, the soapbox.
Yeah.
Racing. This is basically a soapbox with a small
It's
little
not the
engine. Man.
Flugetagen, right? It's not what going off the cliff there.
So I actually competed in the Red Bull Flugtag.
Did you really?
Really?
Yeah, in
Nice.
2013.
It was in
believe
Miami?
Yeah. Our pilot almost died.
Oh my god.
Like actually almost died, or
Yeah. She broke both
Lift.
legs, had internal
What?
bleeding.
what?
Yeah. We built a
Not a safe car.
the safety team had lots of concerns.
Oof. What
And
happened?
we had too much lift.
Wow.
And with us pushing it off the platform, it went from an airplane into a catapult.
Oh,
So it got lift and then teetered on the edge of the platform, launched her off, plane flipped, and she landed right on top of it.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
from
Yeah.
what height?
30 feet was the platform, and she was on a 10-foot tall plane, so she went 40 feet.
Wow. I'm glad
Yeah.
she's okay. She mostly one piece now.
Yes. So,
Wow.
Yes, Tammy. Hope you're
Tammy,
doing
we're
good.
rooting for you.
Yeah, we're courageous pilot of the
Yeah.
Red Bull Baron.
Yeah.
That's what we were. So yeah. They
Do they
are
still
actually,
do it?
They are bringing it back to Tampa. Yes.
Tampa.
Build a hang glider.
Hey guys, we're only 4.5 seconds off the pace.
Not bad. Still suck.
Yeah,
I mean, you have a
terrible.
lot to learn. No, it's,
Yeah. Someone did. Oh, I was gonna say someone did worse than me, and then they beat me. So we're the slowest of everyone that qualified. But for zero practice, I'll take it.
You kind of beat someone.
I beat someone
Right,
who had bad
technicality.
internet. Yeah.
we allowed to do setup on this thing or no?
No, you cannot touch a single thing on this thing.
This is
Alright.
the MX5 equivalent in open wheel.
Okay.
It's rookie. They don't want them touching anything.
Yeah. Lord knows we don't want you to figure it out and go faster. All right, let's get ready. You got a lot of work to do, kiddo.
Yeah.
Or somehow 3.5 seconds needs to magically fall out of the sky.
Yeah.
I must say, gentlemen, this is probably the most fun that I have had in quite a while. It has been full of laughs, memories.
Nice.
I really need to go watch the replay, and I need to know whether I was in the race session or if I did something dumb.
Nah.
Like, did I just double guess that I
What's-
tricked myself and just get the timing wrong
What's
again?
behind me? No matter.
I know.
I know.
Just yeah,
Just drink more.
I guess so.
So are you gonna redo it? Are you gonna redo the race? The IMSA?
I got to see if I can find time. If here depends on what's going on tomorrow with this hurricane. Maybe we'll just do it
Yeah.
midday. Because I'm not sure what else we have. We have a couple things we can do back end, but maybe I'll just do it midday tomorrow to make it up for the sake of doing it.
In the rain?
I mean that I clearly don't have control over because no, I mean not that I don't have control over the weather. I don't have control over what mood iRacing is in with what it feels like giving us continuity wise. Oh, and there'll be a hurricane here, so looks nice in Australia right now.
I know. I'm digging it. I'm thinking
What's
this would be a really cool event.
This track's cool.
Yeah. This is a great. I'm don't mean this in a negative. A great club track. It looks like be a lot of fun.
Oh, good for this type of
yeah.
racing.
Yeah. Good place to learn.
Yeah.
Good place for you and your friends just to, as we would say, beat up on each other on the track. You know, laugh, share a beer, and then
And it's
do it
nice
all
and
over
open.
again.
It looks safe.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing to hit. So
Yeah. Winton, I'm going. You got some spectators too.
get the car. Let's go. Oh, these are standing starts also. Yay.
It is Australia, I guess so.
Yeah. What's the anyone know how to start these things? You
No, just don't blow up the freaking gearbox. That's all.
just drop the clutch from a
Don't
9,000
It's
or
7,000.
red line 74. We're just gonna drop it from there and see what happens. Probably does a big burnout. I would
You're not
think.
gonna spin the wheels. There's not enough power.
Yeah.
No?
The engine physically cannot spin the wheels. So you just dump it.
Are these like
Slipper
DOT
clutch.
slicks?
Yeah. So, well, Toyos or Triple Eights, things like that. You know.
200 treadwear. Yeah.
Yeah.
No way. There's the what? Really?
And then
And yet
and
they're
then
that
and then you have
slippery.
no. Then you've got other ones that are some other off brands. But I don't care about the wide tires. I think it's the dumbest thing ever. You know, everybody just wanted to save money in racing. What? That doesn't work. So once they got off the skinny Hoosier tire, which had a great poise and balance and everything else, and they went to the DOT, kind of don't watch the DOT stuff as much. I'm still trying to tune some of it here and there.
30 seconds to go.
I'd say 5,000 dump it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Redline it.
I'm thinking peak torque of like 4 foot-pounds.
Yeah, that would probably
Redline
be
it.
it. Oh, why did my stopwatch? Why did my pulsoid stop?
You died.
Why did it stop?
Batteries.
10 seconds.
Oh, there it
Greg is
is.
spin pronounced clinically dead.
5 seconds.
That's the TJ I know. There we go.
There we go. 5,000 RPM.
Well, you beat one person, so you just gotta hold your position.
Excuse me. We need to make up a couple of seconds. There you go. Good start, kiddo. Good start. 5,000 was a good call.
Yeah, that was a good choice. It dug really well
Full
there.
tire, full tire. And right into single file.
Did we just go for it?
Yeah, yeah. No. Yes, yes.
I thought you were gonna pump draft him. I was like, what are you
No,
doing?
There's no bump.
No,
track.
I won't do that with this.
Draft him.
Looking good, looking good. Learn the track. So this is all about the least amount of mistakes. They're awesome.
They look like small creatures.
Yes, little grasshoppers. This guy's gonna mess us up a little bit in front of us. He's breaking some points and turn-ins and stuff I don't like.
You know,
I
the
don't
reminded me of
appear to
these
be
little
in,
water
and I
fountains
can't hear the engine.
on the top of the water. That's what these things are. Oh, so this guy behind you is gonna kill you.
Yeah, that too.
Well, because I'm looking like an idiot. And he's
Yeah.
like, what is this A-class guy doing?
He's
Learning
gonna bump
Australia.
draft you.
The downshifts are... The shifting is really clunky. Well,
Yeah.
let
It's a
it
manual
go.
car, so you
Go ahead,
Yeah.
let him go. Inside.
no brace him. Undercut.
Oh, no
That was not an
undercut.
undercut, Greg.
Now it's an undercut.
Yeah, there we
Don't
go.
lock wheels. Don't lock wheels.
No,
Just
that would be a
simply
bad
drive
day.
over it.
Launch
You're in a
up
monster truck.
the tires are monster truck. The rest of it's dainty. Oh, he's boxing you out.
Oh, he's gonna
hard.
kill you.
Stay outside.
I
Here
love
comes
that.
right back here. No, no, good move, good move. Oh, man. Cheater motor, cheater motor.
He has an aftermarket carb.
Yep,
Get the
that's
race
it.
officials.
He scraped the casting. That's it, you're out.
Is there any drafting in these?
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
not.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
No. Remember what I was saying to you? You blink, you go back 3 spots. So we spent 3 weeks at Mid-Ohio, every runoffs, tuning cars, and suspension shocks, and everything else. And we would carve out time to watch qualifying or race. The
You
race.
just do all of this in third gear? Like, I don't even know what gear to
Oh
be
yeah,
in.
you never
There's
leave
no
third gear
feel.
in these cars. I gotta say. You simply do not use any other gear besides third gear.
What? Come on.
No, in iRacing, you.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. I spent a lot of time in these things. You never leave third gear. Fourth gear is useless, Greg. Don't even grab fourth.
This
Just
is weird.
redline it.
This
Oh,
is weird.
oh, 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 oh,
There we go.
oh,
There
oh,
we go.
oh,
There we
oh,
go.
oh, oh.
Stay. You're good. P7, baby.
Just keep it in third.
P7.
Don't use second. Don't use fourth. Don't use first. There is only third gear. You
We've
are
got a
driving an automatic
gearbox.
car.
We've got a gearbox. Use the darn thing.
Do not use the gearbox.
All right. I can hold on to P6 here.
I mean,
Maybe.
it's coming on the outside, Greg.
Because he's
I
using
see him.
fourth gear, for Christ's sakes.
No, he's not.
He's got, just kidding.
There's not enough space for fourth gear, Angelo.
I'm only kidding. Look at him. He went to fourth and almost went around the outside. It'd be nice if he could hear the RPMs for crying out loud.
I can't hear anything. It's like, it's kind of whispering in the background.
Yeah.
You can't hear anything over our
Girlish
comments.
cackles and laughter. Go up high. Remember, squeeze brake.
See, even Nelson agrees. The gearbox will get you killed. You downshift and you lose the rear end, and it kills you.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
The
you got
alright.
gearbox in this
automatic
car
shift.
will
Oh,
kill you.
that's right. You guys got paddle shifters. Oh.
Oh, you're totally right. It's way better just bogging it in third gear.
Exactly. That's what I'm
It doesn't
saying.
make any sense.
Because
This
you have
is what I'm
paddle shifters, you don't
saying.
have a real stick shift for crying out loud.
Well, it's still rev
Don't listen
matching.
to Angela. Do not, for once, do not
Yeah.
listen to the one who's actually worked on this car.
Okay, paddle shifters. Go to neutral, rev match. In a paddle shifter, you have no neutral point. Nice.
P5.
Shut up and learn how to drive. So I'm miffed. You tell me that you can't change gears in this thing.
I'm telling you, that's my fastest lap, and I didn't shift once. I'm gonna go back to teaching people how to drive GT3
Greg, you
cars.
don't understand. Angelo is over
Focus.
here seething.
It just doesn't make sense. I've got an 8-speed automatic. It goes through 900 gears. I've got a nice Formula V. It's got a gearbox. It works well. It's blueprinted. It's balanced. It's great. It's rev coded. It's light. Don't shift gears. Just stay in third. Why did I spend all that money?
So I guess you get it early here. Oh, that's how you do that
Yeah,
there.
early,
I
do that.
see. I'm learning.
Nice. Good job on that. Of course, the guys can still close on from behind, but. Not bad, kiddo. Not bad. You're redeeming yourself a
I'm
little
trying. Feel still learning where the track goes every
I
lap.
know. I know.
How many laps have I done? Like 5 in total so far.
We just shipped it to Australia. Said, here, figure it out. Here's a set of keys. You're driving the red car.
Show up on Sunday morning and go.
He's still holding.
I know.
This is great.
Look, 65, 7,000 RPM. And then here, how is there no shifting here? 6,000.
I go up to 4th here, and I feel like I'm making it work. And then I go back down
Okay.
immediately.
Yeah, good. Thank God somebody's changing gears. Just kidding.
That's the only time. The second gear thing is a joke, though.
Third gear, I promise you.
I know.
I promise you, Greg. Just keep it in third.
Well, otherwise it's on the limiter all the way to the braking
Exactly.
zone.
Exactly. Just blow it up. Actually, who's behind us? We got a car number behind us?
Jeffrey Willard.
Jeffrey Willard. Good old Jeffrey Willard. 135.4.
Focus.
Trying to arc it in, maintain speed. They're parking it every time, so I must be doing something very wrong there with the way they approach me. Steering is also super numb with my settings right now.
Okay. A little bit of time to be gained in that.
Excuses, just drive the car. You're
I'm
in 5th
I'm
place.
doing it.
Assuming
Looking
that
good,
you
looking good.
survive.
TJ, don't jinx him.
All right.
You've already had enough bad luck.
Focus in front. Look what's in front of you. They're right
But
there.
don't forget the broadcast.
Oh, I will. They need to see this.
Hi guys, you just got crapped on by an A-class. Come watch our stream.
Crapped
I
on.
missed our race today. And now
I'm
No.
second in the pace. Gear change.
Love it.
Gear change. Only gear
Love
change
it.
on the whole lap. Just run a CVT.
Stop. I'm gonna throw beer bottles at you.
Okay,
Say
yeah,
that
now
again.
we're actually gonna start throwing beer bottles at you. Yeah, I agree with the race engineer over here. Do not bring that word up in this house.
Oh my God. You know, there's
Just have a centrifugal clutch too. Why bother?
Did Williams try to build one in F1 way back when?
I think so.
What?
Yeah,
CVT?
CVT,
I just
yeah.
saw something about it recently. Yeah.
Yeah. Never knew about it. It was before my time, but it was definitely an interesting YouTube video. Nice laps, kiddo. Nice laps.
Throttle should just be a button on the steering wheel because you don't really need much control over it. Feels like.
In this thing, maybe. I think in real life, I think in real life, it's missing the model a little bit here.
Yeah.
Your telemetry says otherwise.
Yeah. Brakes are definitely a fine art. I get that.
It's, you know, massive momentum car.
Yeah. All right, I'm figuring out the slip angle.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that another
One
position?
More, one more. That's another position.
Or is that lap traffic? There we go, P4.
P4. Attrition, boys. Attrition.
No white flag.
I don't know. P3 is way up there.
Gear change. Gear change.
Big tires
Jeff's giving
black.
me a good run right here.
Yeah. Oh, he's latched onto you. He ain't letting you go.
I like this thing. I like this more than Miata.
Uh-huh.
In terms of like the slip feel, I get it.
Here you are. I don't want to drive Formula V.
Yeah,
No, I'm not driving
yeah,
Formula V.
yeah.
I don't know the track.
Talking smack.
I'm never gonna drive this thing again. I will tell you that
I'll
much.
now throw a beer bottle at you.
I like the tire feel. Is the part that I'm saying that I quite like. I don't like how gear changes are utterly useless, and it makes
gear
no
changes are really
sound.
useless at Winton, and then the sound thing we can play with the speakers for you.
Yeah, I need to audio balance that again.
So like I said, it's a fine art in real life. And this is one of the things that I must say that most of the iRacing / sim racing community doesn't have a clue. They all poo-poo. They all want to drive the F1 car. They all want to drive LMP3, and they've never been behind the wheel of this thing, 20 cars deep and a freight train.
I would
It's
drive one of these in real life for sure.
It's
In
real
safe
racing.
circumstances.
You're going to get out of that car, and you're going to be sweat covered. You're going to be like, holy cow, that was brutal.
White flag.
All right.
All right. Someone ahead needs to have a bad day.
No bad day.
Nope.
Champagne. It's a good little track. I like it.
Yeah, that's fun.
Like I said, I'm not sure about the third gear thing, but obviously.
Trust me, I've driven this car at so many different places that it's.
Oh,
No,
wait.
not Winton, but like everywhere I've driven this car, you only keep it
you're
in third
killing me.
gear.
Killing me. Some of the best driver coaches came out of Formula V.
Oh yeah. I get its place in real life. Like if
Yeah.
you've never driven on a racetrack, this is something that everyone should have to start in this or Miata. Because it teaches good fundamentals, and you're like, oh, well, it's only got 100 horsepower. That's lame. I want to drive something cooler than that.
I know.
Nope, drive one first, and then tell me
Yep.
what you think.
And if they fix the stick shift and you actually use the darn thing, then once again you'll have an appreciation for another art.
Yeah.
And by the way, it should not have the aim dashboard. It should have just a mechanical tack.
Oh, really?
Or a wired
What does a
tack.
Formula V like a new one cost? Like, and who builds them? And what does that look like?
That's a little bit random, you know. You can find them on YouTube Marketplace, all the way up to the proper apex speed Formula Vs.
Where do you
Anywhere
race
from a
these
couple
things?
of grand, all SCCA regionals and nationals, and the SCCA runoffs. They'll
Oh,
probably
there's
be,
a car
oh
upside
my
down.
God.
How does he? It's trying to kill itself.
At the SCCA runoffs, there'll probably be 25 of these things in a freight train.
And they've been making them since the 60s, right? Like, it's
Yeah,
kind of like this.
Yeah, it's got a great nostalgia, great following. I did tune some shocks on an Australian guy that brought one to the States, ran in a couple of races and stuff, had some fun.
Australian guy?
How
Maybe
that
he
man
drove at Winton.
flipped out.
Yeah, but literally, I have to look at my Rolodex.
How did
Pretty
he
fun.
flip? Let's find out.
Yeah, I am. How?
Let's
When?
see.
Tank slapper out of it.
Ah.
Oh, he tangled. There we
Oh.
go. I thought he was going to tank slapper out of it.
What do you lock wheels? Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh,
He drifted.
other
wide.
car went
Okay.
real wide.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
That's
Oh, he was an
Both
innocent
of them.
bystander.
Both of them.
Why are they
White
so
car did it.
bouncy?
But he got away with it. White car drove away from it, and the blue car was left deserted, like a beetle with
my
its legs
God.
going.
That did not feel good.
All right, P4.
Yeah.
Did we pick up iRating with that somehow? All right, I don't know where to do another race tonight.
No.
I could jump into. Oh no, I'm not going to do an oval race in an Indy car. Where's the results? Let's see. Positive iRating hit. There we go.
How would you lose safety rating? Did you not get any incidents?
1.
What did you do?
I don't know.
Oh, in practice, in open practice, you went off track.
Oh, that's where it dinged me.
That's
Top
Wow.
split. That was top split.
that was nice.
Bottom split was 632. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the rookies. Top split, we almost podiumed and just jumping in and going in a track I don't know. Nelson said that car that spun changed gear.
Yeah, I told you, he
That's
did.
what happened.
He 100% did.
Yeah.
I can attest from my own experience. You go to the downshift from like third to second, and that thing just goes around on you, and there's no saving it. You're toast. Cooked.
All right. Well, let's.
Guys are relentless.
No, I don't want to say wrap it up, but let's look ahead. Back to where we were supposed to be
ahead.
tonight. Pull up
Can
our
we
lovely
can we
McLaren.
peek in and see what's going on? Did they finish the race yet?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Where did my trading paints go? Why is it showing the FAF car all of a sudden? Just gave up on showing our lovely Chicane Club thing. It just deleted
There
itself.
we go.
There it is. Thank you. All right, so we were supposed to be driving this tonight. I'll do a recap for anyone who joined us late. We're supposed to be driving this at Mosport tonight. We moved over to what I thought was the race lobby. We'll have to go back and check the replay and see what actually happened, if I was in the race lobby or I wasn't. But the last minute, I double guessed myself and tried to make sure I was in the right one. And by the time I got out, it was too late to get back in. And we screwed ourselves for the second time in 3 seasons of missing the race because it's not clear whether we're in the race lobby or not. So I'll take responsibility for driving the keyboard. But iRacing, you got to do something better with your UI to prevent very stupid user issues happening. It should be idiot proof. Yes, I'm an idiot, but it should be idiot proof. You should proof it from morons like me from getting that wrong. Anyway, so we didn't participate. We're going to see what we can do about making it a makeup race, making it up somehow, trying to get something out of it. I thought we were going to be really fast, at least in the dry. Wet would be a different story, but let's see what we can do tomorrow or sometime this weekend. Looking forward, next week, we're going back to Spa. And then after that, we're at Zolder, which is a track, as you can see, I haven't even bought yet. I've never driven on another sim. I do not know. So that will be fun. Maybe we'll do an extended practice session ahead of time to dig more into learning a new track and seeing what that's like in cars we do know. All right, let's hop into do Spa and just give this a whirl.
Big red rain band coming through now.
And here in Florida?
Right here.
Oh, cool. So if we disappear, anyone watching, it's because our internet died or the power died or something like that.
Francorchamps.
So let me tell you about the moment that I died in Spa.
Please do.
I was
still
going lap 2.
Okay.
Turn 1. Gentleman, I believe the name of Jeff, was on me close. And he carried more momentum and speed into turn 1. And he touched my rear bumper the same exact way that it happened in MX5s.
And he just turned you?
Into the wall I went. And that's all she wrote.
Did you even
Very
get up to
quickly.
the brake zone, or no? It was full speed. Full speed, yeah.
What I will say for you guys back there is that iRacing just released a updated Spa for this season. So this is all a brand new version of Spa. So all retexture. I don't know if it's a laser scan, or if it's a just retexture. Not 100% sure. Someone probably somewhere has that answer, but I do not at this point.
It's beautiful. The track layout that they did, the update they did, it looks so close to the
real thing.
Like the real thing. Yeah, did
Awesome.
a good job.
Let's see what we got. Oh, we're still on our rain setup, which it does rain in Belgium like 300 days a year, so should in all rationale be raining at this one. But let's pull. I want to pull our dry setup that we were going to run at Canada. I think that was going to be really close.
Yep.
I think Spa is going to be a
was
medium
that
high
after
down.
The little bit of wing change? We didn't get to that.
We never even got that far.
Yep,
we'll just run the high downforce now. I think we're going to tune that a little bit.
Yeah.
Spa's got a good number of downforce corners, but also some good straightaways. So there's a little bit of a compromise between the two of those. Oh man, a proper race car that like shifts gears.
Oh, don't even go there. You want the CVT?
Third, Greg. Just keep it in third.
Just remember, keep it third.
Oh, the steering is so heavy all of a sudden.
Less than second will kill you. Just keep it in third.
This is beautiful. They did a nice job with this. Yeah, feel that front end all of a sudden.
It's a shame we'll never see it just because it will always be raining here.
I don't know. We'll see if we're going to have rain next week. Oh, this looks really pretty. Especially for the evening sunset.
I don't know. I like Australia and Formula V better.
So, Angela, remember we ran Spa season 1 or 2 seasons ago with the Mercedes? We got our butts handed to us.
Oh, yeah.
I think some of that was just Mercedes tax, but
Yeah, you know, I felt so dejected. I'm like, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah, we were just
throwing
3
stuff
or 4
at it.
seconds off.
Nothing was singing.
I mean, some of it was driver skill for sure, but I don't know. I have a better feeling about that with this thing. I
Well,
do
you know,
know the place well, but
I'm kind of curious just
Bonus
how
points.
we stack up. It's just like any other racetrack. You know, you can think you're a hero and show up as a zero. You can think you're a zero
Yep.
and show up and like, ooh, we're right at point here. So
Yeah.
that's what I like about, you know, top split or not, what jumps in. See where we stack up. And as we know, keep moving, keep
Oh,
adjusting.
this is correct now. That's how that actually looked in real life since I've worked with Shane.
That's what I was about to say. Is turn 15, they cut out some of the tarmac that was there and replaced it with gravel. Same with, I believe, turn 14 and 13. So that's something you got to watch out for. And then, yeah, it seems like they also changed that area up a bit too.
Yeah, the old model I think was grass right off track, but it's been the whole area's been paved for quite a long time now. Oh, and that's the new exit at turn 1 also, that it's not paved anymore. They added gravel instead. No rouge, pound over these curbs, touch the brake, patient, and then squeeze back. Oh, this thing's super stuck. With
Looks
this amount
good.
of downforce, it's way faster than that.
Car looks pretty decent.
Yeah, feels fine.
Track looks gorgeous though.
Yeah, this is 5:20 in the evening. Local
Yeah.
time. Is it rocking and rolling outside here right now?
Now we can't hear it. We don't care.
Oh, so much.
Over the limits.
Yeah.
Multi-class through all these little tight bits.
Yeah,
But
this
then-
will be busy.
But then we stretch our legs, then it gets tight. Stretch our legs, gets tight. It'll be busy.
Yeah, this will be busy with GTP exposing us.
Hey, how do you think they'd be driving this in the rain?
Busy. I don't have any experience of spot rain. So, I haven't done it yet. I definitely got to practice. It's been a while since I've done spawn here, so I got to clean up some things. But this should be flat on good tires. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, Angela, but we added the steering trace to the that overlay, so you can see that now.
Italian flag.
Ah, red, white, and green. He says with an Irish accent, like.
Love it.
Honestly, car feels good. I think it's just overly downforce right now. Would be my assumption, but it feels good.
Build confidence and then we'll scare you later.
I have a feeling we're just going to be slow in a straight line.
Well, do you want to make it through all routes?
Let's see. I want to challenge it way harder this time.
With warm tires, you should be able to do it flat out.
Piece of cake. All
Wow.
day long. All day long. Not even difficult. We could never do it. It was barely, even high downforce, the Mercedes, it was never flat. It was gun to your head flat. That I could get wrong and do it flat.
All right, we're jumping to Mercedes. You got to get
Why?
it right. An engineering problem, all
Get it
right?
right.
I got to solve the problem. I'm sorry.
Angelo needs a fix.
Exactly. Put a wrench in my hand. Just give me something.
Car's not problematic enough.
Yeah. That's why the Formula B had a little problem there. The Miata. Actually, some of the fixed class racing should teach you a lot about setup and alignment and everything else. You know, even the basics, ride height, rake, you know, toe, camber. Really, really important because you're trying to squeak every last ounce of that out of that grip. I had a customer at the runoffs. We did a speech one year, and then this guy walked up to me. He says, "I got a question. Just want to see if you can help my car out." I said, "Okay." He said, "It's always loose wherever I go." I said, "Okay, well, what class it is? I don't want to tell you." I said, "Well, all right, let's adjust some shocks. Let's change the ride height." I said, "Can't. What about the sway bar? Can't." I'm like, "Come on." Sitting there, and I'm thinking he's got me stuffed. I'm like, "All right." He won't tell me what class car it is. He won't tell me what's going on. I said, "All right. Rear tires, what do you got?" "No, I don't want to tell you." I said, "How do they look?" He goes, "Pretty good." I said, "Double the toe." He goes, let's say I've got 2 mil in." I said, "All right, run 4 mil." He came back and gave me a hug. That car was at 5 different shops. Nobody could fix how loose the rear was. Yeah.
Wow.
That was it. So
He ever tell you what it was?
it was just took. It just wouldn't build enough heat. Wouldn't use the rear tire.
You know which car it was? Did he ever tell you?
Car. Yeah, Cayman. Some spec class. That he was running in SCCA. He wasn't allowed to change springs. He wasn't allowed to change bar. He wasn't allowed to change anything. So basically, alignment means everything. And that's one of the fun challenges of being a race engineer. You're like, okay, handicap me and tell me what I can't change. I'm still going to make a change.
Yeah, you can always have something in your toolbox somewhere.
It's like the creative guys that own frame machines would bend the car to what they wanted.
Right.
So it's a lot of fun, and I do love those. And yes, I do look at those as challenges. Somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey, the car's loose. All right, adjust shocks. Can't." Okay. Here we go again.
Yeah. You want to cheat or not cheat?
Yeah. So
Or
basically,
do you want gray area cheating?
we needed to build temperature. We needed to use the rear tire, not float on the pavement. To get it into a temperature and engage. Yep. And rightfully so, as you and I know, Greg, you can also do the opposite and back out that engagement just on rear toe.
Yep.
Brake bias, diff, a lot of fun there. Tuning cars. Everybody thinks it's all shocks and magic.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're getting faster every lap here. Yeah, I'm able to place it pretty well now that I'm getting comfortable with the new track model.
I got to tell you, this is kind of cool because iRacing came out with a car and a setup that's pretty good out of the box in my eyes. Which,
I don't.
Challenge-wise, up to us to refine this and get this a little bit faster.
I need to practice for sure to find more time, but because I don't know.
Anything you don't like? Push, loose.
Handling?
Yeah. More front end, more rear end, more horsepower.
More horsepower would be nice. The fact that Eau Rouge is flat means that we're too heavy on downforce, which means we're giving up who knows how much time right here.
Yeah.
Your biggest passing defending thing. We don't want to be slow here. Raciness.
Yeah.
It's nice and stable. It's intuitive.
Yeah.
If anything, I would like a little bit more response and direction changes. But again, I don't know if it's reasonable to ask that. The one place I feel that I want more of that direction change is honestly right here. Getting it back to the right and loading it very quickly. But, if I adapt my style like I did there, it was fine.
Yeah, I got news for you.
It feels good.
Looking at, quote unquote, looking at the traces, looking at the steering wheel, looking at your feet. I didn't pick up on anything, but I said, oh yeah, just, grinding the front end off. Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be fine. We're getting down to the fine stuff here.
Honestly, the track is so smooth
I know.
that we can run really low and really stiff.
Yeah.
And the downforce is going to just win all day long.
Yeah, I was thinking about where the front end's at and front shock and or front bar change to give you a little bit more front direction change.
Yeah, I say we just start trimming this thing out. If we wanted to start doing it now, we start trimming this thing out.
Well, if we pull rear wing out.
And like this next turn here being flat, this was always sketchy in the Mercedes, whereas like I'm literally one-handing it. It's literally, there's so much left over.
Yeah, it's like there's enough grip there to go further and faster, but you can't approach that corner faster without more speed, more horsepower.
Yeah.
Maxed out. All right, and then what? 9 seconds off pace.
And we'll be 9 seconds off, and then we'll be scratching our heads again about like how dumb we are and how smart we think we are with all that.
Yeah, I got this covered.
Oh, I guess
well,
we can crash into that. Just rip the front splitter off.
Nice.
So.
Oh. Good job, kiddo.
Yeah. Here, let's take a peek at the car. Let's wrap it up for the night after I'll say a mixed night. Some obviously sucked. Oh wow, that was some
What's up there?
That was a big bump. I was trying to hit it on purpose. After some stupidity, I don't know, whatever it was with us missing the race, to having some good racing action in MX5, to actually finishing P4 in a Formula V race where I got precisely 1 lap in before I went and qualified. I'll call it some sort of mixed result with everything. I don't know what you guys thought on all that, but I think it was kind of fun. Oh, TJ's just going to get out for the night. Cool. So anyways, let's wrap it up. We'll try to make up a makeup race with the McLaren at Mosport at some point this week. We'll announce it, or we'll try to give some heads up so that it's going to happen before we go to do it. But yeah, thank you so much to the continued support of all our partners and sponsors. I'll start tonight with Decipher Technologies. We had some in-house network stuff going on, some challenges, weirdness going on today that they were very responsive to. Got connected with us right away, logged on, helped us identify a faulty network cable, helped us get it diagnosed, made some network changes. We got everything sorted out right away so that we were totally uninterrupted ahead of our live stream tonight. So that was a huge game changer for us. So Decipher Technology, Decipher Technology, specializing, of course, in high-end cybersecurity IT solutions for luxury homes and small boutique businesses. Got to reach out to them. They're based here in West Palm Beach and also in, I believe, around the Denver area in Colorado, and of course with solutions all around the world 24/7. So those guys are awesome. Let's go to Rocky's Ultimate Garage. Love the support of Rocky and his team over there. If you're here in South Florida, got a sports car, supercar, luxury car, SUV, anything like that, you want wheels, tints, wraps, PPF detailing, anything like that, you got to bring it to Rocky's. They will take really good care of you and your car. They've got a really cool location here on Palm Beach Lakes, really nicely done on the inside. It's quality. So go check them out. Reach out to Rocky and tell you we said hi. V-Box Motorsport. I say it every week. I love their products. I've been using them for a long time, long before we were a dealer of them. We've got their blue OLED lap timer here on the sim, giving me predictive lap timing, speed displays, and then it allows us to capture our center screen video and overlay that with all of the driver telemetry so that we can do all of our post analysis the same way we do with the V-Box system in a real race car. So love having that on board. As always, I'm covered in sawbelt stuff. I'm sitting in their GT pad seat, got the 2-inch harnesses, their TG10 gloves, and their TG10 shoes. Is it overkill to have in a sim? Perhaps. They do have their own sim product line, so make sure to go check that out with chassis, seats. I think they do gloves now, so good stuff from them. I think they have a wheel line also. But we like using their actual race gear because we do a lot of real track time, and we like training and getting really comfortable with how their stuff feels in the sim so that it's not unfamiliar to us when we go to drive in real life. So Sawbelt, the best in the name in terms of race car driver safety equipment. Angelo, thank you for your support as always. Anze Suspension, doing the best race car damper, shock rebuilding, building, sales, all of
Formula V.
Gear shifting for Formula V's, third spring dampers. Also,
I'll bring one in next time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So thanks to him for, of course, giving us our race engineering support here on our live streams, and then all the outside real engineering support with everything he does. So if you have a race car, sports car, you do track days, got dampers, or just any sort of engineering help you need with anything, got to reach out to Angelo. You said you shipped dampers to, what, 6 of the 7 continents?
Yeah. Latest win was Formula Ford in Mexico.
There you go.
Antarctica win.
Antarctica win. Yeah, what are you doing?
Antarctica. Is that where the penguins are?
I think so.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go there.
How about the moon? You got to do dampers on a lunar rover. or
Well,
some
I got to
kind.
talk to Elon. You know, Mars.
you
I
gotta
think
ask
might be
him.
the next one.
Yeah. Southway Capital, of course, for their support in the business development, everything we do, we're in business together, making all this happen. Very cool things in the works for the next 12 months that we cannot wait to share with everyone here. Jason Jukes, Captain's Chair Coaching, doing the best business, personal development, and life coaching around. I have done a lot of work with him myself for a long time, and none of this would have happened without his support and our business. I think that just about covers it. Yeah, so let's we'll definitely be back 8 p.m. next week for our race at Spa. That we are not going to miss the race lobby, because now I'm going to have 5 people ensuring that it actually happens, that we do it correctly. Getting this wrong twice, we're not getting it wrong 3 times. And we'll try to do a makeup race for Mosport after missing it tonight. So hope you guys had fun. Hope you made it interesting and exciting. Got to see how bad this good driver and driver coach is actually when we chuck him into the deep end on stuff. So it was fun. Otherwise, we'll see you guys here next week, 8 o'clock. If you're a member of the Chicane Club, I will say right now that we're on the fence about to continue to host our race tonight with the hurricane inbound. We'll make an announcement in the morning. We don't want anyone coming up here trying to get out of the way when they should probably be at home or not on the roads. So we'll make an announcement in the morning. But otherwise, we'll see you guys here 8 o'clock next week on Wednesday night. Have a good one.